You're on.
Are we on?
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Welcome to Mark 2 version of the Kiwi Lads. Number one Kiwi Lads next door doing another game. He's doing the rugby league at the moment. So,
Which isn't going so Mars way.
Mum and Dad have jumped in again to keep the home fires burning, so to speak. It's 6 o'clock on a Sunday morning. Ridiculous hour to be up, but not quite as bad as last week's game. We're just looking through the results of the rugby overnight. Some of you are aware, poor old Wales have managed to head to a new low by getting beaten by Georgia. So Georgia must have played well. Not sure what's happening with Wales rugby or Welsh rugby at the moment, but clearly it's not going as they would like, certainly.
Might be another one of those. Don't show too much before the World Cup.
Yeah. Scotland, on the other hand, have pulled out a blinder by the sounds of it against Argentina.
Oh, South Africa bit. That's all you do.
South Africa got up, big over Italy. But yeah, so Scotland have decided to play some rugby. And yeah, not what I predicted on my TAB betting.
Lose again, did you?
I thought it was going to be a close game. Yeah. But bet responsibly, as Hamish says.
Yeah.
Right.
Who's going to do this one? Who's going to win this one?
Here we go. England versus the All Blacks. First time for 3 years. We won't dwell on what happened to the World Cup, but certainly this is a huge game. 3 years in the making. Depending on how this result goes, probably depends on who Scott Robinson coaches next year. But anyway, that's another debate. But so we're just here looking at the screen at the moment. Players are lined up in the corridors, ready to run out. We've got Big Brodie Retallick playing in his 100th game. He's going to lead out the All Blacks by the look of it. And he's got a look on his face like a man on a mission.
He will be.
Big Brodie.
I'll read some of the chat before you get too carried away.
Go on then, get into it. Don't be shy.
Hi, Sebastian. How's it going, folks? The Dream Duo is back. Yeah, what was it? Dreamers, right? Yeah. Mark Apollo, old thingy bob. Hi, Mum and Dad. I've been waiting since 2019 for this game. I'm so freaking pumped. Have you been up all night?
Mark
Apollo,
he's playing on this, isn't he?
Yeah. 5 cards against Argie's bad game. Oh, okay. That's
wow.
Gareth. Spider Mick, morning, Mum and Dad. How's it? Yep. Brandon, how's it going? Smash those palms. Shit, it's from Shane. Sebastian, hi everyone. Congrats on Gazler and
Owen Farrell was his 100th test as well.
Sometimes they get a bit overawed by the occasion and play shit, don't they, when it's their 100th?
Not Brodie. He's one of my best players.
No, but I'm thinking Owen Farrell.
Well, certainly Twickenham's looking the picture. I saw a weather forecast earlier which said that it was just overcast. It's about 9 degrees there, I think, by all accounts.
9,
yeah, a bit chilly, but
no, it's only.
That'll stop them overheating.
What's it here? It's probably it's only 12 here, and we're in summer.
Yep. It is 6 o'clock in the morning, though.
Yeah, true.
I don't think they're playing at 6 o'clock in the morning, but
and they didn't have 24 hours.
Big Brodie's got a smile on his face, so there's the national anthems being played.
Shane says hi. Looking good, Hamish. Did you shave?
No.
I think we got a bit of that last time, didn't we?
And I lost my hair.
What? Hamish has got 20k subs. Did he? Awesome. Wow, that was quick. Go, Hamish.
Well done.
Because he needed a couple of hundred.
Considering his parents thought he'd never get to 1,000. It's actually been a remarkable sort of a journey, really.
Oh, well done, Hamish. Thanks, guys, too, for everyone subscribing. That's awesome. Real good.
Yes, at the end of the day, it's the followers that make it happen. So,
it is.
Otherwise, he'd still be sitting in the lounge talking to himself, I guess.
I could say several things on that one, but I won't.
Normally, Hamish does the haka. Oh, I wish he'd let us know earlier. I would have practiced. Have to get warmed up.
It's too early in the morning for that.
Too early. So, yeah, big game. Big game. This is basically going to define the All Blacks year. If they play well here, get a win over England, it'll quieten the English down. I actually played golf with a English guy who's my sort of tournament partner, so I'll never live it down from him because he never stops talking anyway, to be fair.
Haka time, get the poi. Actually, fun fact, I have got some poi somewhere from years ago, but I don't know where they are.
She's a hoarder.
Yeah, I'm a hoarder.
Right, we're just on the English national anthem.
Oh,
They look like they're keen to go too.
good luck from an English fan. May the best team win.
Oh,
Oh, well, looks like there's a few.
Welsh Kiwi coach will be booted.
Oh.
Now, there was a bit of stuff in the, well, not so much the papers, but certainly on stuff and that, about the English trying to drown out the haka.
Yeah, that's disrespectful, I feel. But then,
so we'll see what happens. But
you know, if they had a war dance and we disrespected that, we'd get hell for it, wouldn't we?
the English didn't have a war dance.
Yeah, if they
They've never had a war dance.
If they had it, that'd be this gosh.
Red coats and white hats was the English, wasn't it?
Yeah. Ooh, don't go into history. Every game decided by the ref. Hopefully not.
Right, haka time.
What's your thoughts on the Fozzie as a coach?
On Fozzie, well,
Probably shouldn't have asked.
yeah, we haven't got that much time, but
Yeah, the game's about to start shortly.
I'm not real sure on him, actually, to be perfectly honest. He leaves a lot of things as far as team selection and things like that to sort of up in the air. It's like even today's team. Last week we had David Harvey and Anton Leonard-Brown in the centres. It clearly didn't work. This week, yes, they're both in the reserves, but we've still got the same combination. So should we have an injury or anything like that, or if we need to use our subs, which we will at some stage, we're going to bring on the same combination that played so poorly last week. And that worries me because traditionally the All Blacks have got home on the strength of their reserves. And I'm looking through the reserve bench today and I'm thinking, what are we actually offering? So we've just had the national anthems. There was a bit of Swing Low, Sweet Chariot going on, but wasn't too bad, to be fair. So yeah, a couple of big positions. Farrell obviously playing his 100th. Brodie playing his 100th. Somebody wants to have a win out of playing their 100th Test match. Another interesting selection, Cody Taylor back at hooker. You know, Samasoni Takeao, who's been one of our standout players all year. Suddenly he's back on the bench. So the interesting thing is, when does Fozzie inject him into the game?
So reading some of the comments, England fans are as disrespectful as a cold mince and cheese pie. And hi from an Irishman in Switzerland.
Oh, okay.
Camo Peach.
Hamish was out with some Irishmen at Makiki last night.
Was he?
Well, drunken Irishman.
Oh, predicted score, All Blacks 30, England 26.
Oh, high scoring game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this game might be shut down a bit on the defensive side of it.
Yeah, England will carry the ball.
Northern Hemisphere referee, they tend to let the ball sort of get slowed down a lot more at ruck time. So whether that'll actually help or hinder, But yeah, so Matthew Raynell from France is the referee. After his infamous Bledisloe Cup game, he'd sort of fallen out of favour a bit, but he's coming as a sub for this one. That'll either be a good thing or a bad thing. But 43rd contest between England and the All Blacks. I think England have won 9, but possibly a few more of those in recent years.
Wow.
Righto. All but ready to go.
All Blacks by 17.
Let's get it done, All Blacks.
Let's go.
The All Blacks to kick off. Maguanga goes short, taken by Hitoji. England possession. Vunipola hits it up. England over the top. Not much contesting by the All Blacks. It was basically sort of shut down as soon as he went to ground by the 2 people going over the top. But, so we have a box kick. Taken by Bodie Barrett. The All Blacks have possession. First penalty of the game, offside by England.
I was going to say they're up pretty quick.
They're up far too fast. Far too fast. So All Blacks 10-metre line. Settling penalty basically for offside. Mo'unga to kick to touch. That's a good looking kick too, down towards the probably 30 metres out from the England goal line. Be interesting to see how the loose forward combination. Right, Cody Taylor, ball off the top. Papali'i punches it back up through the forwards. Smith to the forwards. Scott Barrett, through a hole, but he just fell over, unfortunately. Andy Savia picks up from the back. Leg drive, charges forward again. The All Blacks are making a bit of a ground here. I think that was Brody Retallick punched that one up. Smith again. Short pass to Rieko Ioane. Through a gap. Geordie Barrett. Shoot. He's through the line. 5 metres out from the goal line. All Blacks starting impressively. All Blacks still attacking. Out the back line. That was almost intercepted and then dropped by Rieko Ioane. And the English fly kick it down the field. Caleb Clark gathers. And he slipped over. But the All Blacks lost about 40, 50 metres out of that. Aaron Smith tidies up. Ioane drops the ball, hitting the line, snapped up by England. England back on. Another box kick over the top. But it looks like Beauden Barrett's... Geordie Barrett covering at fullback. Wow, frantic start to the game.
It is, isn't it?
Throw some words in, Donna.
Yeah, well, can't. Yeah. Mr. Fantastic AJ says, no, Hamish, good luck both teams. Let's have a cracking game. Hamish is doing the league next door and he'll be in shortly when that finishes. So don't panic too much. Yeah. He is coming.
You won't have to put up with us forever.
No, we just do the morning run and then get out of here.
Then get subbed.
Yeah, I'll be getting subbed.
Right. So, yeah, big floating pass over the top was almost intercepted by England, unfortunately. First line out throw. Intercept by Dalton Papali'i. He's in the open. He's gone. He's gone. And I bet they'll go back and check to see whether he's offside, but Dalton Papali'i scores the first try for the All Blacks. England threw long in the line out to the back guy who tried to flick it off. Dalton Papali'i running all the way through because it went over the 15. He could leave early and he just runs straight through between the first 5 and second 5. Straight through between the halfback and first 5. Picks the ball up and runs 53 metres unopposed. Left everybody for dead. Try under the posts. Great start to the All Blacks. Somebody was clearly watching that one on a video before the game to know that was on. Geordie Barrett takes the conversion. Is that the norm? Interesting. No Richie Mo'unga kicking. Geordie Barrett right in front of the posts.
They might mix it up a bit, will they?
Well, you'd hardly mix it up on the one right in front of the post if you're looking for Geordie Barrett's extra length.
I don't know.
Right, what a great start by the All Blacks. Here's England kicking off again.
Maybe it's to take a bit of pressure off Moanga.
Claimed by Retallick. The All Blacks set.
Dalton Papali'i got the try. Intercept.
Yeah, Smith off to Cody Taylor. The All Blacks set up again. Been asked to use it. Aaron Smith box kick. Chased through by Talia, who's claimed in the air by England. Oh, knock on at the back of the ruck. So the All Blacks just putting a little bit of pressure on England, and they're not quite responding yet.
What's your prediction, Ireland vs Wallabies?
Well, I've taken the Wallabies in my betting, to be honest. So,
why?
Right. I've just watched the replay. I don't think it was a knock on, but anyway. We'll take that call. So here's the first scrum of the contest. This will be interesting. Actually, see how the All Black front row. A lot of experience in the English front row.
It's like someone's asked where it is. It's in the stadium. Yeah, Twickenham.
Big stadium.
Yeah.
Right. Right, first scrum. Solid scrum. So the All Blacks have held. Moanga, chip kick across for Caleb Clark. He's caught one this week. Steps the first guy. Steps the second guy. Power run up to the 20-metre line. All Blacks, fast ball, gone blind. I'm not sure that was the best option, but and they've been pushed. Yep, forced into touch. Not sure that was the best option to go blind there. There was Moanga and Geordie Barrett, but they probably only had 10 metres to work with, unfortunately. And Moanga was forced into touch. But something different from last week. Caleb Clark's fought the first one. 2 good steps. Made probably 20 metres of ground. So Caleb's on fire. Well, here's hoping. Here's hoping.
Yeah.
He's certainly a player that got an awful lot to offer, but looking at his ball carrier there, he's lucky nobody hit his arm because it was certainly loose, but I think he's just excitable. He just gets too excited.
Yeah, he does. Still young.
He's running. He's beating people.
Australia 30-6 with 5. It was still
still a fantastic effort by Samoa.
Yeah, of course it was.
Right, second scrum. All Blacks feed. Scrum's gone down. Penalty. Against Ellis Genge for losing his bind, hinging, going down. Kickable penalty. 20 metres out. Right, what are the All Blacks doing here?
Oh, put the pressure on.
We have to be kicking for goal, I'm thinking.
No,
they've gone for the line out. Wow. All Blacks, 7 metres out. Big Brody wins the line out at the front. There's an English guy that seems to be... there's 3 English guys now at the back. The All Blacks are driving forward towards the line. Close to the line. It must be just about over. Has Taylor got it down? Try! Cody Taylor driven over by Sam Whitelock. The All Blacks set that well, and the English looked very disjointed, basically. They all tried to just push round in a big circle. Ended up with about 3 or 4 of them on the All Blacks side, and there was only 2 guys left to try and defend. 3 people tried to stop Cody as he got over the goal line, but he managed to sort of wriggle himself free, get the ball down, I believe.
He's going to be sore tomorrow because he's in some awkward landings. Throughout this match now, Cleary. Skip pass off to Munster. This could be another try. No, he's giving the ball straight back to Summer. I'm doing a chart. He will go from one day.
Oh,
Right.
sorry. It's a school.
Fantastic start with the All
Sorry.
Blacks. Oh, 7. Close. Right, Geordie Barrett
Sorry, my bad. Forgot about that one.
looking for
He
the.
was watching the rugby.
It's early in the morning.
The day's
Looking for a
free.
second conversion. Left hand side. And it's over. Good kick. 14-0 after 10 minutes. Now, we did the same sort of thing against Scotland, did we not?
Why is that not updating? Yeah, it is 14-0. It will update in a minute, I think.
Right, England kick off again. Taken by Big Brody again. Sets the ball in the All Blacks 22.
They obviously don't think it was a try.
Smith feeds to Cody Taylor.
Come on, catch up.
Another crossfield kick. Caleb Clark. Oh, he all but dropped that one, but he's been forced into touch that time. Too close to the sideline. But
Cody Taylor got the second try, Marco.
certainly a big call to be doing crossfield kicks from inside your 22. So the All Blacks obviously got plenty of confidence at the moment.
There we go. Caught up.
You found it? Excellent. Right. English throw. Line out, probably 35 metres out. 30 metres out. Taken by Otojo off the top. First 5, second 5, centre. Vunipola, great tackle by Rieko Ioane. England set again. Genge tries to rumble it up. Taken by Cody Taylor. England ball. Go the short side. Talia makes the good tackle on the winger low. Brings it down. England still attacking. 20 metres out. Another big tackle by Cody Taylor in the midfield. Sinclair hits it up. Fast ball for England. Run from the base of the scrum. Adi Savia had a crack over the top, but couldn't quite get it. England, 7 metres out. Huge tackle by Rieko Ioane as Johnny Hill charged into him. England set again. Whitelock makes the tackle, 5 metres. Another hit up by the forwards, trying to go through the line. All Blacks muscling up on defence at the moment. England spreading wide. Tackle, another tackle by Cody Taylor in midfield. England still with the ball. Sending it out. Tuolangi, great low tackle by Geordie Barrett. Takes him down. Sinclair hits it up again. Offside against the All Blacks. Penalty to England. 5 metres out from the goal line. 15 metres infield. Defence was good for the All Blacks there, other than the offside at the end, obviously. But England was setting good ball there, and a lot of big tackles. England going for the corner as well.
Well, they have to.
Interesting. Right, mauling time. Oh, team meeting for England, working out what they want to do.
Oh, come on.
All Blacks are set, waiting. 7 metres out, the English are coming from. Righto, the referee's just told him to hurry up a bit. Line out in, taken by Otoji at the front. Oh, penalty to the All Blacks. Big call. Oh, people still playing. Number 8 in front of the ball carrier. Oh, yeah, does too. Yep. So Vunipola was at the front of the line out. Otoji goes up, takes the ball clean. And as he comes down,
well in front.
Vunipola basically comes in as the block to stop the All Blacks. But the kick hasn't gone out from the... That was a penalty, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's a poor kick. So England 40 metres out now. Toji rumbling it up. That's a good run by the veteran. And another penalty for England, sealing it off, falling over the top.
Wow. Oh, the crowd's getting stuck into the
That was Vunipola again. 2 in a row. Eh? It just fell over and sealed it off again. He looked a bit frustrated there. That must be legal in England. But he goes in. Otojo drives forward. He's taken down by... And Vunipola just rolls over the top, basically. Right.
I got Ed listening from a hospital room in Canada. Thankful for all your coverage of the match. Oh, I hope you're recovering.
Taylor taken down by Scott Barrett. Big drive here by the All Blacks. They probably made 10 metres here. Still pushing forward. Aaron Smith comes in as the yapper, but he keeps promoting. Another kick across for Caleb Clark. This one's gone. Tried to tap it back in, but that one went too far as well.
How about we try to pass it out the back line?
We don't appear to have any passing options. We looked like we were in the right passing it earlier on. So the only thing I can think is that the English defensive line is squeezing up, but we've got to get those kicks right. Fozzie's on the microphone now.
Yeah, that's enough of the kicks.
Eddie Jones, he's looking slightly more worried.
He does, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Someone's calling you Brad. It's actually Craig.
Who?
Oh, Scott, please continue with the commentary. Brad and Donna, solid commentary. It's actually Craig.
England throw. Itoji takes it. 15 metres out from the English goal line. England trying to get a bit of a momentum pushing forward here, but it's not going anywhere. The All Blacks are holding strong. Now they're starting to reach over the top, so they've put a bit of pressure on Scott Barrett. Great effort. That was difficult for England, but they managed to get it to the back of the ruck. Artie Savier's got him, hitting the tackle. Whitelock takes it forward. All Blacks spreading it out the back line. 2 on 1, 2 on 1. Oh, Talia's got his own. Oh, pulled up 2 metres short of the line. England through the middle, spoiling. Ball still there for the All Blacks. Aaron Smith, 2 metres out. Big Brody punches it up. Taken by Itoji. All Blacks clear again. Cody Taylor all but through the gap. A great tackle down low, whoever that was. Rico Arnie punches. Try! Rico Arnie under the post. Tremendous pressure by the All Blacks.
Could be a long night for the English.
Could be at the moment, but so the halfback at the back of the ruck was just playing around with it a little bit, took it out the back, and Artie Xavier timed his run perfectly.
I'm surprised.
So they might be going to have a look at it.
Yeah,
hang on. We're going to look at something over close to the touchline. Possible clean out issue. Neck roll. Right. This could be interesting. Not sure what team yet, but this could end up as foul play. We're not sure who we're looking at. Who are we looking at? Oh, Rico Arnie around Farrell's buddy neck. Very little in it, but I think the try is going to be disallowed.
Yeah, that's and it's so
I think they've got the wrong person, but oh no, they might. Well, the camera's got the right person. Farrell's having a bit of a whinge about it, but it was hardly the most vicious neck roll.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's who they penalised. It was Bowden.
Are they?
Yeah, because he said the number 15. That was the first one.
Ah. Okay. So try disallowed. Owen Farrell, he's just checked on the timing of the halfback's pickup there. But anyway.
Oh.
England to throw. They've gone short to the front. Thrown back to the hooker. It makes a good run down the touchline. All Blacks, England, 35 metres out. Punched up by the English forwards. Set the ball at the back nicely. Scott Barrett putting pressure on the English. Box kick. Talia coming forward. Well, you could say he was interfered with in the air there, but anyway, the All Blacks in possession. Hit up by De Groot. Strong run. All Blacks set. Whitelock pushing forward. Good ball for the All Blacks, but slow ball. Aaron Smith setting for a box kick. No. Clears. Bowden Barrett puts the ball in the air. Geordie Barrett out on the wing. Taps it back. And Caleb Clark knocks it on. That was a big blow on the whistle. What's happening?
Penalty back there.
Against the All Blacks. In front of the kicker, apparently. Inside the 10. So English penalty. Assuming Geordie Barrett must have left early.
I'm not sure what's happened to our scoreboard, but
yeah, come back. They're just a little bit slow, but they get there in the one. Sunday morning.
I thought we'd scored or something. Legally.
So that was a move that went wrong from the All Blacks and results in a penalty to England. They kicked the ball down to 20 metres out from the All Blacks goal line. So time for England to put a bit of pressure on, I think. They're certainly not going to win any races for getting to the line out. Now the referee's just sorting a few things out in the line out. He's wanting to have his say, just getting the gap right.
It's not straight.
Straight enough.
Really?
England clear off the thing. Pass, second 5. Farrell punches it up.
How's it going, everyone? Sorry if I'm not reading the chat and that, but the rugby's quite exciting.
England attacking. 7 metres out. Itoje carries it forward. 3 metres out. The English forwards having a crack. They've dropped the ball by the look of it because he's just dived through and he hasn't got it. All Blacks shift it. Oh, big Brody. What a step. Gets up to the 20-metre line. Smith clears ball. Oh, that was a dangerous-looking tackle, the hooker for England. They may have a look at that. Oh, Mwanga.
That's why he's been kicking, because he can't bloody pass.
Threw an absolute nightmare of a pass. Didn't want to throw it for a start. And then after he'd gone too far with it, thought, oh, shit, I should have passed. And threw an absolute shiter of a pass. Rolled along the back line. Past the noses of about 3 Englishmen. And the centre tried to fly kick it to the winger in the end, basically, and unfortunately kicked it just a touch far and it went out over the touchline. They're not checking the tackle by the English hooker, but it was basically just a no-arms missile at
the knee,
the bottom leg or the lower leg.
I thought you weren't allowed to do that.
Well, it's still a no-arms tackle eventually, effectively, but what do you call it? A torpedo tackle?
Well, almost looked as though he was aiming for
cannonball.
Isn't that how the other Kiwi centre got injured?
Oh, that was old dirty old buddy Swain cheap shot. Right.
Yeah.
English scrum, 20 metres out from the goal line. This will be interesting to see, actually. First English scrum. or first scrum put into England. See whether the All Blacks are putting some pressure on. The scrum's gone down. Got to wait for the ball though, boys.
Hamish is coming shortly.
There we are. Big call by the English, by the referee there. Basically said that if the English are going to step back, he can't penalise the All Blacks for falling down. So England scrum under pressure. Ethan de Groot got a little bit of claret around his mouth and all the rest of it, but he's enjoying himself in there. Hey, front rows always enjoy themselves.
He seems to remind me of a bit like Fitzpatrick.
Niggly.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean Fitzpatrick, he was the greatest niggler of all rugby. Right.
Every time they pan out to him, he's got a grin on his face.
Scrum reset. I think the All Blacks just need a good straight push here. Scrum holding firm. Yeah, good solid scrum. But the scrum's not going anywhere at the moment. Oh, they've got an advantage from something. England down the blind side.
I was going to say that's our ball.
Good contest. Artie Sevilla was going to win that, and we go back for a penalty from the scrum for something. Against Tyrell Lomax for putting his knee on the ground. Aye. Right. We're looking at the replay. Oh. They're just saying basically that it's one of the most frustrating penalties in the game. You have two scrums forcing against each other, pushing. Slight movement backwards by the English scrum. Lomax's knee touches the ground and then straight back up again as they end up resetting themselves, and it becomes a penalty advantage. And scrum stayed up. England cleared the ball. And now we have a penalty kick for goal. I can see why people are frustrated. In the context of rugby, that's a shit penalty. Farrell, first kick. Looking from this angle, looks like meat and drink for a man of his caliber. It's over. Was always going to be, I think. I don't think Farrell will miss too many of those. The man's played 100 tests.
Yeah.
Kicked an awful lot of goals. That's just meat and drink practice.
It is.
Right, 14-3. 25 minutes gone. It's flying by, isn't it?
It is, actually.
Hamish has gone quiet next door,
So he won't be far away.
claimed by England off the kickoff. Andy Savia trying to put pressure on at the ruck, but it's been asked to get out of it. England box kick. Bowden Barrett coming forward to get it. Couldn't get it.
Wasn't that not done by English?
Reclaimed by England. Was certainly blocked by England, but swung wide. Right across the field. To the winger. Talia. Should have jumped into that tackle. Yeah, high tackle. That's a dumb. Slight momentum shift here. The All Blacks are starting to give away, same as they did against Scotland. A few dumb penalties.
Yeah, fast start.
Letting England into the game. He actually had to jump up to get that guy around the neck there. I don't think England found the touchline here. No, they haven't. Taken by Mo'unga right in the corner. Brings it out. Bodie Barrett looking to shift it. All Blacks up with a 22. Big pass. Caleb Clark. Caleb Clark kicks ahead and Rieko Ioane is running forward ahead of him. And we've just given away another dumb penalty.
He told him to kick it. So I thought he was in.
Dumb. So instead of being right down in the English 22, England now have a penalty and they've kicked it up into our 22. 22 line, another stupid penalty. Absolutely no effect other than Rieko Ioane running forward with Caleb Clark.
If you tell someone to kick it, you must be behind.
Both running forward. Eventually, Caleb Clark would have got in front of him. But, right, English line out. Scott Barrett puts pressure on, but claimed by England. England trying to get a drive, but the All Blacks have stopped that momentum and are now pushing them back a little bit. There's a few All Blacks in the middle of this making a mess, so yeah, ball held up. The All Blacks win the scrum. Great work by Scott Barrett and Sam Whitelock in there, just making a nuisance of themselves, got their hands on the ball, and eventually just tied it up. England couldn't clear it. Keep me up, don't I?
Yep.
Right, Eddie Jones starting to get a little bit agitated in the commentator's box. Everybody else sort of scratching their chins. But certainly, yeah, the game's lost its momentum in the last sort of 15 minutes or so with all these silly penalties. A lot more referee involvement. Starting to get into this sort of stop-start rugby that's plagued any sort of spectacle for the last umpteen months. Right. All Black scrum. Scrum set. Aaron Smith feeds. Good solid scrum. All Blacks actually driving forward. Got the advantage. Penalty. That's a big scrum by the All Blacks. Hey, they were almost running forward at the end of that as England bailed. Huge pressure. Question was asked, are we allowed to use that advantage?
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh.
Great effort by Tyrone Lomax in that. Hey?
20,000
Power
subs.
scrum.
You can go here if you want.
Yeah, I can grab another seat.
No, I'm half asleep.
Oh.
Again.
Huh? Well, somebody kept us up last night.
That's
Yeah.
true, yeah.
Right.
To tell them about the drunk.
Taylor
Irish.
defeats. Oh, not straight. Throwing down the English line of all things, though. So, hello, Hamish.
No,
You want to start talking?
no, you can take the lead if you want.
You get into it.
You sure?
On the chat because it's just been.
Yep.
Welcome
She's-
back, Hamish. She's
she's
boom
a-
shakalaka.
She's a bit behind in the chat.
Is she? It's going pretty quick by the looks of it.
Righto. First injury of the game.
Mara Toje.
Tajay's got a sore knee, but look at it.
Hi, Hamish says, Kevin. Hello. Oh, by the way, I went to print you out the lineups, but the printer decided it didn't like me.
Okay.
And I was like, the printer's offline. So I turned it back on, still offline.
Right.
So that's why you didn't have your lineups.
Okay. I see.
How's he been going,
Well-
Mara Toje? Has he been a nuisance or has he been strategically good?
Haven't seen a lot of him at ruck time or anything like that. He's been super solid in the line out. They've basically sort of thrown 90% of the throws to him. He's had a couple of hit-ups around the side of the ruck, but the All Blacks defence was pretty good early on at shutting down that. But it's a game of two halves at the moment. What have we played? Nearly 30 minutes. We've had 15 minutes of good rugby.
Okay.
And then we've had 15 minutes of go back to just soft penalties. You know, Prop puts his knee on the ground, but the scrum still stays up and all the rest of it. Penalty. Good move by the All Blacks before. Caleb Clark puts a kick downfield. Rico Ioane running 3 yards in front of me. Comes back for a penalty. You know, no impact on the game or anything like that. The ball went out downfield, 40 metres, but
yeah.
Right, England scrum.
Oh, that looks shaky.
England hit there, and England went back at 100 miles an hour, and
the gap is too big.
Yeah, we're going to close the gap up a bit.
To me,
Right?
With the front teeth. And also, where are you guys broadcasting from? We are broadcasting from New Zealand, but also from our dining room. I had the lounge occupied with the Rugby League World Cup final. So that's all over. That's all done.
I think the English scrum's just starting to look a little bit shaky here. The All Blacks have certainly got their tails up, but certainly the front row anyway after that last scrum.
How's Taylor been going in the starting lineup? Has he looked?
Yeah, pretty good actually.
Pretty good.
Yeah, been big on defence.
Good.
Line out throwings apart from the one that's contributed to this scrum.
Oh, have you attempted to say their number 9's name yet?
No, I did hear it before.
Van Portvliet.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, and he's got a lot of pressure on him there around the side of the breakdown. That looks like Mara Atoje. That'll test out the knees. 40 metres out from the English line at the moment.
Counter-rucking.
Counter-ruck. I think they need someone bigger than Mwonga doing it, though.
Yeah. I think our props just letting him know, too.
And Kyle Sinclair having a bit of a chat. Now back across. Caleb Clark in behind. Cross kick attempt from Bowden Barrett. Nicely taken by Rico Ioane. Ball on the inside to Geordie. That's the new midfield combo that I want to see more of.
Talia making space. Aaron Smith. Rico.
Yes, now
Oh, he's dropped it.
the ball down, and now Marcus Smith gives it off to Van Portfleet, I should say. Oh, Reynolds not happy with something. He's seen a knock on. That will be going back.
Big Brody was winning that, but we can't.
So that first initial Rico Ioane knock on, the wild, wicked one, Matty. And there's us, says Marco, and that printer has always hated you. That's true. Ages ago, I tried to print Stuart Hogg's face, and it came out like a zombie.
If it's any consolation, the printer hates me too.
And we're in New Zealand, so we are from South Canterbury. So South Island, about halfway up, a couple hours south, or
Middle of the South Island.
3 hours south of Christchurch.
Yeah.
I feel like I got a lot more of a southern accent when I said that.
Did you?
Got more of a from the south of New Zealand.
The All Blacks persisting with this cross kick. Passing seems to not be an option.
I think they've pretty much told Bowden Barrett, if you're going to do your little chip and stupid stuff, you've got to actually make it a decent boot and get it across field.
Yeah, although not just Bowden, to be fair. It seems to actually be part of the play, part of the set play. That's probably the fifth one, I think. Caleb Clark caught the first one. I'm not sure he's actually caught us any others since.
Has he attempted to catch any others?
Yes, unfortunately.
That's the problem with him.
Yes.
The man can't catch.
Talia, I think he's 1-1 so far. So, right.
Another scrum feed here. Van Portfleet about to put in the ball for England. 7 minutes till half-time, although the scoreboard won't tell you that as it's hiding at the moment.
On here? Yeah. Mum was having a bit of trouble with the scoreboard on that one too. But
hang on.
Right. French
go.
referees just stepped in and basically said, come on, boys, sort the scrum out.
And also,
and to be fair, I think he was talking more to England than the All Blacks.
Great aliens in my Matty, not that I know of. Any aliens down here?
I haven't seen any since E.T.
Was that filmed here, was it?
No, but it was at the film set.
We got some spooky parks, so you can't go there at night time.
Oh.
Me and George, we decided the other night that we'd do a lap of the park.
Oh, crazy.
So pretty quickly that wasn't a good idea.
Right. Good solid scrum.
Good push from both sides there. Van Portfleet waits, goes short side to Johnny May. Now trying to have a crack over the top of Aaron Smith, but he's been dragged down nicely.
Well, to be fair, Aaron Smith just about put himself in a bad position there.
Almost got the hit on the wrong side, didn't he?
Well, I think he rolled away the wrong side, and a lot of referees would have actually penalised that. Because he actually rolled himself through the ruck area.
Believe it or not, Johnny May's been penalised there for being offside at scrum time. They've said that he's pretty much, the gist of it is, you're not allowed to go forward that 10 metres until a certain point. And he's gone forward early, so they've penalised him for that. Bit of a fancy rule that they have now. Sometimes. And catch a box of KFC, though, Hamish. I would love a box of KFC. But it's currently 7 a.m. I feel like it's not quite KFC hour, but every hour.
The chickens are still asleep.
It's true. They haven't been fried yet.
This game's been very, very tough on offside at the moment.
Cody Taylor's looking spent. He was looking puffed there.
He's working hard.
Oh, Papa Lee, that's going to be a free kick to England. They took too long there, the All Blacks. Because of it. Yeah, he just doesn't seem to get the call there. For Cody Taylor, we've got all the jumpers in the world, don't we? We've got Barrett, Whitelock, Retallick. Someone's got a call.
Somebody's got to be onto that.
And also Rico not having a good start, says Young 21.
He has. What he's done well, he's done really well. But what he hasn't done well...
Not straight from England now. New Zealand will have themselves a scrum feed.
No, that must have been England. Oh, no. All Blacks not straight there.
Or is it? No, actually, sorry. That would have been Cody Taylor's throw.
Yeah. Now England are taking the line out. They're going to have a crack. And so
I jinxed Cody Taylor badly.
uh,
We said he was going well.
now Rego's probably 50-50.
Mm.
50-50 good, or 50-50 really good, and 50-50 not so good.
Mm. And Rusty and
Right.
Yankees must be happy. Bok trampled the Italians earlier, so relieved Go Bok, says Riv. Yeah, they had a good second half. 19 points to 16 at half time, I think it was.
England throw. Itoje takes it. Vunipola.
After Sam Simmons, big man at number 6, normally plays 8 for the Exeter Chiefs. Oh, geez, that was almost an illegal clean out on his teammate there for Alice.
That was just about charged down there.
Charged down
Where's
by
that
the
gone?
ABs. Gone out to Johnny May. Then Porfliet. Got the whole field to work with instead of
Well,
Toje has a bit of a pick and go around the side.
I actually think that's a penalty.
Penalty to the All Blacks, he called it.
Uh-huh.
Went on his own.
You can't reach back and pick the ball up from the halfback.
Although they've actually penalised him for rolling forward instead in the next breakdown.
Huh.
It was hello, bro, says Michelle. Welcome in, mate. Hope you're doing well too.
Right.
Cuzzy Bros from Spider Mech. And send some KFC money, says Mr. Fantastic. I mean, we wouldn't not accept it, but of course, donations are not required.
Uh-huh.
Are they? You like chicken, don't you?
Bok, bok. Right.
Well, the only bok that we've heard talked about is their big win over Italy, isn't it? I've heard a lot about the Springboks. They're back.
We're not allowed to talk about the Wales game.
No, they got messed
Right.
up by the Georgians.
Big
didn't
Brody wins the line out. Cody Taylor's got it straight this time. Taylor's got it at the back. All Blacks driving forward.
they? It's like
Still
Billy's-
making progress. We got
Billy's doing well to stay conjointed there, Billy Vunipola. Marcus Smith.
right.
Big contact on to group by Johnny Hill, the man who's known for a bit of hair pulling, not just in the bedroom. Smith.
That was actually good refereeing there because that English guy got himself into a bad position. Did his best to get out of the back area of the ruck. And the referee actually allowed him to rather than just penalising it. Fast ball tipped on. Oh,
He's had his ankles taken out from underneath him by Luke Cowan-Dickey.
That was another ugly tackle by that Luke Cowan-Dickey.
Richie
Artie
Moore,
Xavier.
Xavier, Marco Vunipola has donated for the KFC fund,
Oh,
even though he's actually out on the field at the moment playing number 1.
I know. I said that earlier. Right. All Blacks, 20 metres out.
In fact, he was off the bench, wasn't he? What happened to the English starter?
Big Brody charges it up.
Currently 20 metres out from the line. New Zealand going short side off to Moonga. Looked like he was setting up for a kick there.
Still standing and stepping. Tries getting his legs free. Taylor goes on his own, but he's managed to recycle.
Advantage to the All Blacks. Retallick, quick
Big
hands.
Brody, Taylor. You're right. Keep going.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Whitelock now. Oh, that's a low tackle. But yeah, did someone get injured for Marco Vunipola to be out there on the field?
Not sure. Not that we know of.
In fact, I think the commentators had a bit of a blunder. It wasn't Vunipola, it was actually Alice Genge, who they called Vunipola, because Alice Genge and Sinclair's still out on the field. We've got to call them out. Now, available
Right.
here.
All Blacks attacking. Are we still under advantage? Come this way. Come this way. Oh, Rico.
Rico, we know he doesn't pass. Smith, though, quick hands, tries to find Barrett with the bullet. But Barrett said, not catching that one, bud. And wait, where's George? He's actually out on his farm almost. He was out on the night out with me yesterday when we went to Daniel's girlfriend's 21st.
Going back for the penalty.
And he did actually leave early, which was a big responsible move from Mr. George, wasn't it? He left early because he had the farm to do at 7:30 in the morning. So he said, boys, I'm done for the night. And I said, well, I was done 4 hours ago, so let's go home. No, that's all right. I still don't know that Irish man's name, by the way.
Paddy.
It could be Paddy, yeah.
It'll be Paddy.
I just know him as the guy
Or Liam.
who I couldn't understand,
Uh-huh.
who lay on the front of a car, who almost fell out a car window, and also had about 15 beverages throughout the night.
Oh, Farrell's got a sore ankle here.
Mm.
This is not good for Farrell.
Also, the score display stopped working. It crapped out. Yeah, on the scoreboard at the moment, we have no idea. Like, for me, who's only just walked in, I'm glad we got this scoreboard next to us because I have no idea.
There's nothing on the other one.
and not a fan of long ass advantages. Yeah, that one was probably relatively long, to be fair.
Yep.
The All Blacks with a 5 metre opportunity on one side of the field, then they go right across to the next side for the last one. Just showing that bit of head-on-head there for Alice Genge on Sam Whitelock. So that's probably where we might see Marco Vunipola make his way out there.
All Blacks taking 3.
Also, we get a hello, Hamish. Great to see you back. It's awesome commentary so far from Uncle and Auntie. And also All Blacks on the move. Try time coming, Barrett. Get them moving. Although they've decided to take on the 3 points here for the ABs, rather.
Eddie Jones is on the move. He's heading to the... Right, there we go. It's half time.
He's a busy man.
After this attempt. So that's why.
How old is Hamish? I am 22, almost 23.
Almost.
Believe it or not. I feel old.
Snap quiz.
Uh-oh.
Why is Geordie Barrett doing the kicking?
Why is Geordie Barrett doing the kicking? Well, that's a good question. Why isn't Mo'unga's probably the better question, isn't it? We know why Bowden isn't, because his kicking's about 4%.
Yeah.
But Geordie taking these kicks, maybe that's because they're doing... No.
They want him to be in form in case he has to take a long one?
You know what I think it is? They're going to sub Mo'unga.
Straight down the middle. Yeah, that's what I'm
They're
thinking.
going to sub Mo'unga early on in the second half, which is why they're giving Geordie Barrett the kicking tee, because he's staying out there the full 80, but Mo'unga's not, even though Mo'unga's playing well.
He is playing well. He has had a couple of moments.
And Hamish, only 15 beverages in the night. Are you sure he was Irish as well? I mean, I know he was Irish because the man...
It was a short night, though, to be fair, on the Irishman.
Yeah, it was only
because they were at the other pub first.
It's like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And that was...
Yeah.
He tried to get a drink on his way out. He was like, we were outside.
We're starting to get the true story of the Irishman now.
Yeah, we were waiting, me, George, and this fella, who we've randomly, he's just now our friend, I guess. We were standing outside waiting for our ride to arrive. And then he's like, I'll take a piss. So he went inside. And then he wanted a drink, even though the bar had just closed down. So then they must have told him something about how, if it was Christmas, they might have served him at this hour. So then he, on his way out, we just heard, Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas. And then George was like, what happened? And he called them some bad names in there because they wouldn't serve him.
Right.
Gotta love the Irish.
Somebody's ordered KFC. It's only 5 minutes to walk away.
Oh, that's all right. And you, sir, are the T1000 of live streams to back up after the Rugby League final. I salute you, says Expat. And not just that, another live stream straight after this one. We've got Ireland versus Australia. That's going to be a match and a half. And did you know Georgia beat Wales in rugby? Huge upset. We certainly do. They were about $8 underdogs.
Yes. Oh, yeah. No, big underdogs. Yep. The rest of my bets haven't gone too good.
Yeah, well, Argentina, 2 red cards and a couple yellows as well.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they didn't go too flash. And also good half of rugby. Very happy Papa Lee got that intercept try. Says a rugby itch there. So yeah, Papa Lee, I mean, he's one of those players at the moment that to say that Sam Cane gets a spot back in the side when he's fit again is a stretch and a half.
He's certainly putting his hand up to claim that spot. So he's certainly going to make it hard for Sam Cane to even think about coming back, basically.
I think
which is good.
I think the problem will be if Whitelock gets taken out.
I think the problem will be if Fozzie stays as captain, Cane will get back in.
Because if Whitelock leaves, then they'll be like, who can we have as our captain? It's got to be Sam Cane. Even though Savia, I think, would do the job pretty well. I think he represents the All Blacks.
Although Savia runs himself that hard, he probably can't talk towards the end of the game.
Although he normally is known for leaving his mouth guard out, so that will make it a bit easier, won't it?
It does make it easier to talk, to be fair.
And AB should be 20 points ahead, says Fluffy there. But yeah, overall, I heard early try for the All Blacks by the sounds of it.
No, exactly the same start as against Scotland. Played really, really well, scored 2 early tries, and then they had 1 disallowed because the back got involved in the forward move. Or a forward ruck. Or 2 backs got involved, and neither one of them could have been penalised. And then from there, the referee seems to have wanted to get a lot more involved with some pretty soft penalties both ways for both teams, which has sort of just turned it into a bit of a to and fro model in the middle of the game. Yeah. Or the middle of the half.
Well, even since
certainly the All Blacks look like they finished the stronger. So first 10 minutes after half time will probably dictate how this game goes. The All Blacks if they come out firing after half time, should run away with it. If the All Blacks come out after half time, keep giving away silly penalties, then they'll keep England in it, and then England will get the belief that they can win. And like most Northern Hemisphere teams, if you let them have the belief that they can win, then they get harder and harder to beat.
Yeah. I see they're pouring rain in Dublin, so don't expect a great game. That's a shame. So Ireland, Australia, that will make people who have bet on Australia just a little bit more happy, I would think. Because Ireland are known for that silky backline that is crisp passing, just back to back to back. And now a little bit of rain might benefit the Aussies a little bit.
Wow. I actually thought it was the other way. I thought Aussie are probably keener to throw the ball around.
Yeah, but they're pretty rough.
They haven't got the skills to throw it around in the wet.
And England forwards look tired. It's going to be a good second half. Yeah, it looked like a relatively high tempo because the thing is, in the time that I've been here, we've already had, 5 scrums, few lineouts as well. Like, it's all the forwards. So they'll be very glad that it's halftime. They'll be sitting in the changing rooms,
Dalton Papali's
sucking in the big ones. In the 4th minute.
Yeah. I think it won't be too much longer before we start to see forward substitutions by England because, they're getting worked over in the scrums. So they're having to exert an awful lot of effort at scrum time just to stop the All Blacks from charging over the top of them, basically. There's certainly nobody getting a free get off the side of the scrum early. They've all got to stay pushing because otherwise the All Blacks will just run over the top of them.
So Cody Taylor got that second try?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. It's good that he's found some form because at least now we've got like 2 hookers.
Yeah, you could say it was always set up, and they did mention it in the commentary that Samasoni Takiaho had scored numerous tries from exactly the same move. He did well at the end because he ended up with sort of 3 Englishmen trying to stop him when it sort of broke away a wee bit. But it took him a little bit to get the ball down, but he got it down.
Good old Beaver on the commentary. And also Ta'avao in a neck brace. I know he was having neck surgery at some point, which is why he was out for the All Blacks. So I assume it would be going well, but he's quite a talker, Angus Ta'avao. Feel like he's definitely going to take up the commentary once he retires. Yeah. That's why I'm not getting a job anytime soon.
They don't traditionally say that props have got enough brains to really say, he must be a smart prop. They're always sort of portrayed as being the sort of the dumb pie eaters in the team. Now, to be fair, I have played prop when I was a younger fella, so
Did you also indulge in some pies?
No, not as many as my bigger brother, which is probably why he used to get to play a lot more than I did.
That'll do it. Also, the Ireland can be poor in the rain, but I do think, that's moved. It's going quick, isn't it?
Rico and Clark need replacing.
This is brilliant, says Seamus. Thank you very much, mate. And I like
Caleb Clark. So he caught that one, but then he tried to throw it away. That was his second one. Yeah.
Also, we have got there.
Tried to do a tap back there that was never ever going to work because that wasn't going to go to anybody. That was the first one. He actually caught that. Stepped a couple of people.
That was a 2020 Rugby Championship Caleb Clark run. Or 2021. That catch the ball and just accelerate.
Yeah.
But the problem is he's missing that first step, 2022 Caleb Clark.
Well, he's
catch the ball.
He's accelerating, yeah. He's worked out where he's running.
Also, we've got these 2 better value than Nisbet and Marshall. I don't know about that. Grant Nisbet's a good listen to, isn't he?
Nisbet is.
Yeah. Marshall.
I've never had a lot of time for expert comments, Justin Marshall.
I always switch between 8 and 4, but I was better at cutting the oranges. It's a good job. Tell you what, you are an unsung hero of your team. Because who didn't get to rugby on a Saturday? About 10 minutes into the half, you're already thinking,
God, I can do with an orange.
Yeah, oranges at halftime.
As long as I got good oranges at halftime, it's going to be a good day.
Because, out on our team, as you know, I sat out on the wing all season, waiting for my opportunity. I got one touch of the ball, scored against the Harlequins. That was it.
-5 degree frost at Temuka.
So cold that the mouse was frozen to the field.
The field was white. Hamish out on the wing.
Just waiting for those oranges.
Waiting for the oranges at halftime.
And The ABs have to win by 16 plus to get first spot. So that's on the world rankings as well.
Ah,
But then I
okay.
assume that Ireland versus Australia would have a little bit of an impact on that. And hard luck, Toasama. Still proud of your achievement. Good game, Aussie, says Chris.
Mm.
And then, Hamish, have you got a Santa Claus suit for Xmas? I do. It's a weird one to say, but, just I guess if I followed up with I do YouTube, everyone's like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. He's not just weird. Well, he is weird, but he does YouTube too. Got to have a bit of weird in there, don't you?
Weird helps.
Yeah.
Oh.
George.
Can't all be totally insane.
No, George enjoys a bit of weird too.
Totally sane, I should say.
Did I tell you how a lady stroked my mustache at the pub?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say what sprang into my mind there.
Was it what they put in the chat of it? Did she stroke something else?
What? No.
No, it was just the mustache.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. George wasn't having none of it. She tried to do hers.
He didn't have a mustache?
Well, he did it. He's got that little ginger one, or like the kind of blonde one that you can't really see.
Ah.
So she was going to give a go at it.
He's got
and
the dead caterpillar.
he was like, nah, don't touch it.
Ah.
Yeah. Your downstairs mustache?
It is mustache month.
It is.
Yep.
I kind of had a bit of a trim so that I had less beard and more mo.
Ah. Mm-hmm.
Not for today, like a few days ago.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Hamish, you missed the bus that time. No, that's all right. I mean, it's all right, really, I'd say.
Mm.
George told me that she's one that you should avoid, really.
Ah. Right.
You're a scary lady.
Hence the reason why she goes around touching random men's mustaches.
I also play with your porn stash. Yeah.
Righto, back to the rugby.
Good evening, Hamish. It's welcome, in, bud. Hope you're doing well. No, bro, unless France lose by heaps and New Zealand win by heaps.
Eddie dropped some grenades at halftime.
Did he? He might need to. Fire up the Englishman.
Well, they're certainly going to need to bullet up them anyway.
It'll be interesting to see what Sir JK has to say about this game.
Yeah. I was just thinking, other than a couple of attacking sort of forays into the All Blacks sort of 22, England haven't spent a lot of time in there, I don't believe.
We got the question, who was the best performer for the ABs in the first half? I'll let you answer that because I missed half the first half. We were doing the rugby league. So from what I saw, I would say I only saw like maybe 10 minutes. I'd say Richie Moonga for me was pretty decent in the time that I saw. He had a couple runs, but yeah, he was the only player I saw really. Because I was only here briefly. I've been slacking, ladies and gentlemen. I've been way stalling. I actually, in the time since I finished filming or streaming, I actually filmed a review video.
Did you?
It's now up on the channel. There you go. The grind don't stop.
Is that why you were stalling and didn't come in? No?
Yeah.
Right. I think Tyrell Lomax has been strong, certainly at scrum time.
Okay.
Brody Retallick's been strong, hasn't done anything wrong. A few others have been solid.
Yeah.
They haven't. Artie Savia, he's been as usual. Dalton Papali'i's playing well. Scott Barrett's playing well. They're all, it's sort of a team effort at the moment. There's nobody sort of really, really stood out as being the superstar at the moment. Yeah. Man of the match is probably a bloody 6 or 8 way lottery at the moment.
Which is how you want it, really.
Yeah.
You don't want it to be a one-horse race.
Well, if you were just going to rely on one person to bloody get you through the game,
you're in trouble. Lomax kicked up a gear good, says Golden gets there, and go the Wellington Lions, super strong game, go the All Blacks. And there is our All Blacks must win the game all the way. All Black supporters from Leifter, Koopman, Hendricks. Hopefully I said that correctly. And Aussie Rugby all the way, no ladies crying. Well, not too many, says Mr. Fantastic. And Aussie Carter, the perfect 10. They will win the FIFA World Cup. There's a few European sides that I think have a really good crack.
On the FIFA?
Yeah, of course you got the South American sides as well, such as Brazil, Argentina. Is there one last one in Messi's tank before he goes? Because that's the thing. This is the last World Cup. More than likely we will see Lionel Messi, I call him, Cristiano Ronaldo, Maybe Benzema for France. You know, you've got all of these guys who have played a long time who are now going to be gone for the next one, which opens up the door for a Kylian Mbappe. As you know, he's pretty decent. Kicks our ass on FIFA every time.
Yeah.
It's a bit sad, really. It just makes it look easy. Ultimately, one day the ABs will be human. Says Mr. Fantastic and a great All Blacks team. Foster has done an excellent job. Keep up the heat, boys. Says Gita there. And also we go there, I think Brazil or Argentina, says Bob Money, and also mention the word ABs, leave Foster out. Says Spider Meek. Yeah, that's the thing. I haven't used my Flippy Foster in a long time on the stick. He's kind of crushed at the moment, I think.
So I think he should go play for Arsenal.
Is he still playing or is he injured?
No, he's still out there. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I threw a big dig at him
Right.
in my preview video.
Yes.
I pretty much said, for the 5 seconds he's out there, he's going to be effective.
He's had a couple of hit-ups. But haven't seen a huge amount of him.
How is Freddie Stewart gone?
Who?
Freddie Stewart.
Who's he supposed
Number
to be?
15 for England.
I don't think we've seen him.
Oh, that's a shame. Good player. If he gets involved, we're in trouble.
Yeah. Well, the All Blacks haven't really been kicking the ball downfield. They've been chipping sideways, basically. I can't remember a ball being kicked down the middle of the field, other than a penalty that didn't find its touchline.
All righty. We might end up with a second half of no scoreboard once again. But luckily, we've got our scoreboard down below that we will keep you informed of what is happening in the contest, ladies and gentlemen. Just about to get underway for the second half. It will be Farrell.
Farrell's still got 2 good legs, so that's a bonus.
Let's kick it off. Down towards the All Blacks 22, taken by Retallick, who was lifted. I'm wondering what they're going to do with the subs bench. Because they've got Havili, they've got Leonard Brown. For me, that was the wrong selection from the get-go.
Yep.
And I have no idea how they're going to slot them all in. That's a penalty straight away to England now. Saying 22 metres out from the line. Just a little mistake there. I want to say that was Cody Taylor in through the side. Couple of high fives from England. Marcus Smith, very happy man. He's only 23 years of age. He's just a little bit older than me. Oh, no, straight over the ball. Sinclair got on it. Won the penalty.
Yep.
And Movember says BG's in there. England has a new sponsor, Kleenex, for all their fans and players. Says Gareth. And also Morning Chat says David the Mob.
Not yet. We can't say that yet. We can't say that yet. We've got 40 minutes before we can throw that one in there. Right.
He's still wobbly, isn't he?
Yeah.
Farrell.
Yeah. And Farrell, he's not taking this kick, which suggests that his ankle's not 100%.
Wow. Kevin Kelly has said, bonjour, Kiwi lads. Thanks for your broadcast. Kia ora from Kiwi, staying in our camper van in the vineyard tonight while exploring southern France.
Wow.
There you go.
We had some poor unfortunate fellow that was in a hospital bed before, but was tuned into us, so hopefully we're making his day better, or his recovery better, we'll put.
Some people would prefer to be in a hospital bed than a caravan.
Well,
camping's not for everyone, is it?
Well, hospital beds certainly aren't. But England draw first points of the
why'd they take the 3
second half?
Seems like they're a little bit too far behind to be taking on 3 points early on.
No, that gets them, buddy, inside 14 points. I think it's just that first blood after half time.
Just to have it in the head, you think?
First little bit of momentum, yep.
Nicely taken by Big Johnny Hill. You can always see Savia next to a breakdown. It's just angry. He wants the ball, doesn't he? Asking the question. Cody Taylor's decided he wants to climb over everyone like it's a jungle gym.
Yep.
Port flat.
But it's unfortunate when you have to ask the referee.
Clark didn't take that one cleanly.
Was it Clark or Rico?
I think it was Clark, and it's another penalty in favour of England. It's time Artie Savia. It's the culprit of the penalty. And also we have got there, remember, you mustn't take your CV with you. Save it on the interwebs. Something there. And can we watch the game? Sadly, due to licensing, any match footage or audio gets us taken straight off YouTube for 3 months. But I can recommend a few options to be able to watch this game. Amazon Prime free trial. Pretty much anywhere in the world, you can sign up and you will get not just this week's games, but also next week's games, which includes England versus South Africa as well. A big game for next week, isn't it?
We might have had a couple of changes by England.
Yep, Caleb Clark. Once again. That's the fire siren.
That's the fire siren. That'll annoy a few firemen sitting down for the second half of the rugby.
Johnny Hill now swats it back to Marcus Smith. Off now to Sam Simmons, hit around the chest area by Geordie Barrett.
Tried to strip the ball, but didn't quite get it.
To the 22, tackle roll.
The All Blacks had a bit of a crack at that one.
Now, nice short ball. Here comes Tuolangi. Can you stop him from 5 out? Just almost used his momentum to go over the line. Now off to the right-hand side. Kyle Sinclair gets close.
That was a big hit by whoever that was for the All Blacks.
It's a big opportunity now for the Kiwis. By the looks of it, it might have been Rico Ioane.
Advantage again.
Or maybe Clark. Now, Reynal has said that it's going to be another advantage for England. Only 5 metres out from this game. A majority of the game since I've been watching has been played under advantage. Now Marcus Smith, ball on the outside. Danger here for England. Trying to cut back on the inside. Johnny May, tackled by Smith again.
Bowden Barrett got up quickly there and sort of shut that down a little bit. So
Right, they're going back for the advantage. We have got a spammer.
Third penalty against the All Blacks in 4 minutes.
Is there a link, says David? If you just type straight into Google Amazon Prime, you will get straight there. Is the easiest way of doing it. And only for UK viewers, so use a VPN.
Right.
Another one.
England going to tap and run.
Alice Genja, old school.
Aye, bit of old school.
Now, Sinclair goes round the side. He's a hard man to stop from this close to the line. The Bristol Bears representative, of course, they would have been loving him there for the South Africa A game. That's extremely close.
Toji must have got close there.
Looking for the ball here at the back. It looks like Van Porfliet has said you forwards can hit it up a few more times. Luke Cowan, Dickey round the side. Close. This has to be it. No. Somehow Savia stops it. I think maybe Retallick just had to jump underneath as well. England surely about to go in here for their first try of the second half now. So now 45 minutes through. We've actually got a scoreboard, which is quite nice. Round the side. How have they stopped
big
him
defense,
there?
Big defense.
I want to say they're still under advantage as well, I assume, from that original one. So the All Blacks, they're going to be
we had the tap and go. Penalty to the All Blacks.
Penalty to the All Blacks. Oh, yeah, the tap and go.
Yep.
The All Blacks.
Great All Blacks defense.
Managed to do so. And also we have got their ref is French, says David Williams. He is indeed. And also we have got there and the chat. Damn, they lied about that. I signed up in the New Zealand and now it's only for the UK. Have you also got a VPN, Phil? Or fee? Do let me know. Because I think you still can access some things, just not, unfortunately, maybe not the rugby. That one, come on, boys. And Grit says Golden Guest. Around the side, Sam Whitelock stops, and I believe it was for the player going over the front of the breakdown, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Well, that was hugely a massive moment. We saw a couple of those in the Scottish game. Anton Leonard-Brown was able to get himself one. Artie Savia also getting one of those monumental turnovers. This one might be just as important there.
Right, clean take by Retallick at the front. Publi, All Black drive. England have fallen away. All Blacks marching the ball up the field.
Almost jogging.
20-odd metres they've gained here so far. Now,
England in through the side advantage
England in through
now.
the side.
Mark Talia tries to knock over Mara Toje, take his teeth out. That'd be unfortunate for him. He goes to quite a few big kind of festivals, Mara Toje. Fun fact. He enjoys an unbuttoned shirt. Oh, bit of push and shove. Richie Moonga now having a bit of a go at Marcus Smith. Geordie Barrett goes in, gives Tom Curry a push. Didn't really have the best push on him there, did he? Tom Curry, he's a solid unit. You don't really move.
He's a bit solid for Richie Moonga to be playing with.
Oh, Scott Barrett on his birthday. Getting a little bit of strapping.
Getting a bit of tight. Got another birthday scar.
And also, you can watch on Flow Rugby as well and go the Blue Boys. Says Spider-Meek. And also, we have the only UK can't access from Germany or Croatia, says Steve Austin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And also, great goal line D. And the chat as well hasn't found touch.
Got a bloody penalty and we've missed the bloody thing again.
That's now going to be available for the All Blacks, though. They're still going to have this ball, but definitely not where they would have wanted it. Bowden Merritt kicks high about an English wall like they're playing a football free kick. They're trying to block the All Blacks runners going through, and the penalty goes the way of England. Okay, knock back the 10.
For fuck's sake. It's getting pedantic. Excuse my language. I've just about had enough of this, ref. We're seeing far too much of the man in red and not enough of the people in black and white. Richie Moonga, that's the second time he's missed touch He's only got 2 jobs in this game.
Apologies for the language, any young viewers who are tuning in.
Yeah, my apologies.
That's all right.
It's starting to become frustrating.
They don't mind. I'm watching this while waiting for my National Electric.
I'm getting white knuckles here.
I love it, says see, everyone's happy. Greetings from Angola, says Keith. Welcome in, mate.
Wow.
Hope you are doing very well. And Eddie should just pull a racy and blame the ref, says Keith. And Craig sounded like George now.
Sorry.
Where do you think George got it? No, he didn't get it from Dad, did he? And I say he said truck, says BGs. He did, for the truck's sake. He was just thinking of the warrant of fitness that his truck needs in the near future.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
I've just got some Ks for it. Righto. England are getting the momentum here.
Taking nicely at the front. A little bit of rain falling. Is that what I just saw from that angle?
Nah.
No?
No.
Just me then? And also, I agree with your dad.
Tuolangi hits it up again. Geordie Barrett, good tackle.
Then Portflet. Short side to Sinclair. He's been running hard at the line. Back across Smith, flat ball. It's a knock on from Sam Simmons. Just left with no time to be able to do anything really with that ball. Moonga going to get shut down by Fazdog and Marcus Smith, who's headbutting things, and now he wants to headbutt Mark Talia, but that man's bald, so that would probably hurt.
He's a little bit upset there, wasn't he?
Cross kick again from the ABs. This time taking it nicely. Caleb Clark caught the ball. And now Rico Ioane. Plenty of pace. Although the cover defender, no, doesn't quite get there, Johnny May. And he took a boot to the face in the process. Caleb Clark gives him a bit of a Heimlich maneuver from behind and says, are you still breathing, mate? Because that was a big run. Johnny May's going, I think I'm concussed. And the All Blacks score another try. You say whatever you want to say, Dad, sweet as.
Wow.
And great commentary, Hamish's dad, I love it.
I was going to say earlier in that whether they would persist with the crossfield kick. Because obviously England would be thinking, well, we know what they're doing now. They're doing crossfield kicks.
Alex done well there. Brody, he managed to strip the ball and then jumped on it while it was on the ground after falling over. Then Rico Ioane, Johnny May, look at him coming across. Thought he had a crack, and all he got was the boot to the face. And the sadness, Manu Tuolangi tried to dive. He knew that it was not going to work out for him, didn't he? Freddie Stewart, the question was, where was he? But I guess they were on attack, weren't they? So they were probably going with a different on this game. It's personal for the ABs, and Rico with the speed says, boom, shakalaka. I know it's going to sound harsh here.
Yeah, he's onside.
But can we just admire what happens when Clark catches the ball?
Yeah, things actually go forward.
There you go.
Yep.
Could also say what happens when Rico Ioane finds himself out on the wing, but we'll talk about that a different day. Of course, I'm watching this at almost 3 a.m. from Malaysia as I wait for the election result, says Roy Lim there. And that smirk is being wiped off Owen Farrell's face, says T.
I think that smirk was actually a grimace because he's got a sore ankle.
That's a shocking kick.
No?
I know that.
That looked like one of my golf shots.
Couldn't play much golf on the weekend, could you? The course was almost underwater.
No.
Would have needed a kayak.
Yeah. Over 2 inches of rain yesterday. Bit damp for golf. I enjoy my golf, but I don't enjoy it enough to get absolutely soaked unless I have to.
And who scored it was Rico Ioane down the wing off the offload of Caleb Clark. Retallick takes it again.
Let's see how the English respond here. Because this is just about England's time, basically. They're either going to respond or they're going to get a hiding. I think that would have taken a little bit of the wind out of their sails because, to be fair, with all the All Black penalties, England were doing all the attacking.
Nice take from Freddie Stewart. Man who watched the 2019 World Cup from a dorm room, like I mentioned earlier on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
The fact that he's in the side. Now, this looks like the English are going forward pretty quickly now. Van Porfliet getting to the breakdown. Marcus Smith. Looks like they've done a pretty good job of shutting him down throughout the game. Billy Vanapola, the big Saracens representative, a club, still exists in the Gallagher Premiership. Of course, Worcester and the Wasps going under.
That's a big tackle by Papali'i on the charging prop.
Big run from Cowan Dickey, though, now. Trying to break through. Geordie Barrett looks like an injury and back play. That might still be Johnny May. Probably still tasting Rico's boot and not liking it. Gone from England. Alice Genge not too happy. Might have been a man taking off the ball there.
Somebody have a whinge about something there. Ref, have a
From
look.
Alice Gench.
Have a look. We're going to take the piss out of him because, buddy,
Was there someone taking off the ball, though? They're going to check it. And thanks, boys. I'm watching this flying over Hong Kong to Australia on a Dodge plane Wi-Fi, says Aaron. And there, now's the bodybuilder going. Hamish and Craig love the father and son combo. Tradies get the ladies. Well, my dad's married, so it's gone well for him.
got
Yeah.
is the word.
Got married. Yeah.
Got the lady.
I got the lady, yeah. I guess I didn't really, did I?
Right, halfback, subbed.
Ben Young's 113 caps or so
Okay.
for England.
I don't think this young fella's had that great a day, actually, to be perfectly honest. He's had a tough night.
It was the biggest surprise for me in the English lineup, throwing him in the deep end.
Yep.
Because you've got Ben Youngs who's got 113 or however many caps.
Huge amount of experience.
And you're chucking a youngster.
Yep.
Like,
say good luck, son.
pretty much. Henry Slade out there on the field now. That's for Mani Tuolangi. The first time in a long time he's probably gone off for a sub when he wasn't injured.
Yes.
So good news for Tuolangi. We'll get to see him next week.
Mm-hmm.
And also we've got the Hamish, your dad and yourself as a great combination on the commentary. Says Richard in there. So I might be able to convince him to do Ireland versus Australia with me. Will he do the Irish game too? Huh? Gareth got my message that I quickly sent him. Sitting in the bush watching AB's kicking it, says the first thing I read of that, like when he said sitting in the bush, of course my brain went to just sitting in a random bush on the side of the road, but of course he's meaning up in the hunting territory. And
well, I've heard of being in the dog box, but in the bush.
Oh, Skin's got grass on his forehead. Hip butt in the ground.
Keeping it low, keeping it low. Right.
Probably a bit too low there.
All Black scrum.
Bind.
New halfback. Completely in white gear, looking very clean.
Question is, how long for though?
Mm.
And thanks, Gareth. And next time, keep quiet during the haka.
Right.
And there says Obi.
What was that?
And there? Were you talking during the haka?
Yes.
That's all right. Though.
Yes, it was. My apologies.
I always talk. What is he gonna do otherwise though? You're just gonna sit in silence? Like
unfortunately I talked through the national anthems too, which wasn't quite so good, but
I had a bit of a sing-along.
I did wonder whether I should be sitting there quietly or whether I shouldn't be talking.
You can't.
Um,
it's as soon as you sit for the first, like me and George, this sounds really bad, but we did the minute silence for the Queen.
Oh, yes.
It was the longest minute of that stream because like everyone expects you to talk and then you see new people come in and you're just sitting there.
Right. Another good scrum. Oh.
Wheeling. We'll double blow the whistle from Raynell.
We're going to have a wee quiet moment here for the ref and we're going to go, we might reset the scrum because I can't make up my mind.
Oh, and Obi wasn't referring to you. He's saying the crowd must have been making a bit of racket, were they?
Yes, they were. Yeah, they were trying to sing the English, but they don't sing nearly as well as the Welsh. And they don't drink nearly as well as the Irish, probably.
No, that's hilarious. The mustache stroker strikes again. Watch out for those ladies. Come on. Let's have some more running rugby. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
Right.
I don't leave my lounge.
54 minutes gone. Is Fozzie thinking subs?
I don't think Fozzie thinks.
I don't think he knows how to use his sub bench. But,
brain.
you know, when's Samasoni Takiaho going to come on? Been one of our best.
I think you want to wait till England also make their changes because currently it's a bit of domination.
England's starting to make a couple.
On that four pack, anyways, front row. When you have a bit of a reset. Now Aaron Smith breaking off the back is it now to Richie Moong, a good attack and run. Farrell being able to tackle and wraps the arms around. Bit of a change in the tackling technique.
They're making Farrell tackle.
Oh, g'day, mate. Referee's in the way. That's got to be
smart move, Aaron Smith.
Surely a scrum.
Smart move, Aaron Smith. Under pressure, flicks the ball between his legs, straight at the referee. All Black scrum.
54 gone already. Yeah, this game's flying by, not just because I missed the first 30 minutes.
That's a bit of experience, isn't it? We're going to say he did that deliberately because you know where the ref is. Under pressure there. Here's the referee's voice behind him. Yep.
Yeah.
How do we look?
Yeah, a little look. Flicks it through.
Comes
over
over
with the ball. Almost gets him in the balls.
I don't think he was passing that to anybody on the All Blacks front. Here we are. Big changes. England front row.
Right. It's going to be Jamie George. Tough man at a rolling mill. Marco Vunipola, who was currently in our chat before. He gave
Changed
us
all three at once.
$2 or $10 for the KFC. And then also alongside that, it was going to be the number 3. Who was the last one? Oh, Will Stewart, wasn't it? Patrick's not happy. G'day, Patrick. How you going, bud? He's a very angry man, Patrick.
Is he referring to us?
Maybe. Could be. You get used to it. Patrick's an Andrew. Maybe, Patrick. Were you the Irishman at the pub that we didn't give a ride home who got hit by the car?
Paddy.
Is that
You
why
he's
said
angry?
it was Paddy?
Yeah.
He's the angry man from the pub
Right.
because they wouldn't serve him. Now, Bowden Barrett trying to go through, gives it off to Richie Moonga down the wing inside Puerto Rico. Ioane, he seems to be really mimicking where Caleb Clark is. Seems like those two are in the same spot a lot.
I think he's doing a lot of covering, Caleb Clark.
If our Marco is now the bloody traitor.
Right. Here's All Blacks opening up.
Nice wide ball to Mark Talia. It's a cut on the inside.
I should have gone on the outside.
Now Smith back to Whitelock. Nice ball to Moonga. The Crusaders linking up here. And an angry Irishman at the pub. And also we've got their Paddy's a bit drunk. Another penalty to England. And Frashing coming up or what? Come on, England. Don't get whipped, man. Fight for your country. So here's Max.
Well, 21st penalty. There you go. And that was a pretty shit one too, just quietly.
And brilliant, well taken.
In fact, that was a pretty poor attack by the All Blacks, really.
The thing is, Patrick, that was a true story. We were at the
pub. A lot of time
pub.
passing the ball to people behind them. Went nowhere.
We met a random Irishman, and we couldn't understand a word he said. He seemed like a nice guy, though. He was smiling a lot. You know. I think my favourite quote from him of the night.
Oh, I think the referee was just looking for an excuse to blow a penalty here.
What they say, Brody leaving feet?
Brody, because he dropped to his knee, but then got up again.
Yeah. George's favourite quote of the night as well, same as mine. When the Irishman, he was looking for the ride home because he told the bartender that he was with George. And George didn't even know him. So then when George was like, have you got a ride home? He went, and George went, okay. we'll give you a ride.
English attack.
15 metres out.
Straight to Itoji. Off the back.
Nice ball from Jamo George.
Good tackle, Talton Papali'i in midfield.
Back across now.
Charging prop.
Now back across here to the left-hand side for England.
Talia, don't pick him up in the tackle. That's dumb.
Back across to the right. Straight in front of the post.
Adi Savia over the top.
Over the ball.
Savia.
Gets the turnover again. And also very good there. Please stop chatting and commentate the game. You are our eyes and ears. It was a line-out stoppage, so we didn't have much to talk about other than where Samasoni's feet were placed. That one. But I should mention Samasoni now on the field. They did make those changes before.
Oh, he is too.
The All Blacks. They've left Ethan de Groot on, but they've taken Nipolalala onto the field rather than Tyrell Lomax.
Tyrell Lomax. Right.
And well, what defence?
All Blacks clearing kick from the penalty. England were attacking right in front of the post there, so that was a huge turnover by Adi Savia.
And also most Irish
tackled by Brody Retallick straight over the top of the ball. Adi Savia.
He's pretty handy around that region, isn't he?
Right. Samasoni.
First throw of the day, straight
Whitelock, I think that's probably his first line-out take, I think. Takiaho, ball at the back, All Blacks driving forward. Still driving forward.
A lot of English on the All Black side of the rolling maul here.
A lot of English in the way here, but... Right. Ball for Smith.
Chip and chase.
Something different from the All Blacks.
He might have learnt that one from his brother Bowden. Give the position straight to the opposition. Johnny May now on the line break. Although normally Bowden
Great
at least
tackle, Caleb Clark.
tries to make it a bit
Talia over the top. Talia's ball.
Great work.
Right.
From Mark Talia again.
Well, that should be a little lesson to the All Blacks.
Don't
You're
do
just
that.
going to kick it like a dumb egg and just chip it over the top. At least make sure that somebody makes a tackle when you get there.
What does a smart egg look like?
Smart egg.
Yeah.
Smart egg's a whole egg. A dumb egg's a broken one.
Thanks for the commentary. I'm in the middle of
Right.
Ali USA. Cheers, good fellas. There you go. Rost belt.
Right. Moanga's found touch.
I should actually mention throughout this matchup, Norm Maxwell has been at the ground and he's been sending me videos and photos. So they're going to be a part of the next live stream.
Wow. Awesome. Awesome.
A good egg, says Bob Logger. Man, the Irish really woke up.
Stolen against the throw.
Now Bauer on the field for Cody Taylor. Oh, sorry, not Cody Taylor, for Ethan de Groot. Weird that they waited 1 extra minute to then put him on.
Yeah. He can't have had his jersey off for. Maybe he had to go for a nervous one. Right. England, box kick. Talia under it. Catches it.
It's a bump off, but it's well held.
Yeah, still hanging onto his leg.
Like quick hands now. Looks like the back line's starting to really open up, which is why they shouldn't make the subs yet.
Yeah, Farrell doesn't want to. He's reluctant to go low on the tackles, Farrell, so he doesn't want to put too much pressure on his ankle by the look of it.
Bit of a fight there from England in the breakdown, but Aaron Smith now available for his box kick. What's that accent?
No, I'm not sure what that was.
Watch that crossfield, but that wasn't an English accent.
That was a nothing kick, that one.
Kicked high from Freddie Stewart, normally very good under the high ball, taps it back onto the side of the English. Now Luke Cowan-Dickey. What's up with now that we've decided we want to go for a few little kicks and whatnot? That looked like a forward pass, but it's going to be a nice bouncing ball to Henry Slade. Close to the touchline, getting wrestled closer.
Looked very forward, actually, to be perfectly honest, which is why it bounced in front of him and he had to pick it up on the fly, which he did really well.
Farrell consider the offload there. And find it now. Ben Youngs milks it well. You don't get
Absolutely
115 caps for England without learning a trick or two.
Absolutely milked it.
The thing is, though, if Aaron Smith was in that scenario, you know he would have done the same thing.
And now Dalton Papaletti's just gone over to the referee and said, well, if the guy's just going to roll the ball up my back.
Hello, who is this with you? Hello, how are you? This is my dad. Yeah, he got up nice and early. I managed to wake him and mum up at 6 a.m. so they could end up doing this commentary. He was thrilled about it, of course.
Especially considering he woke me up at 12 o'clock at night for a ride home.
Yeah.
Right.
And Farrell should be subbed for his ankle.
England on to attack.
A little bit earlier on.
Yeah. Eddie won't want to take him off in his 100th game, though. Although we've got a 23 on the back line for England. A 21.
So 23 was Slade. So there's still...
Aaron Smith's off. TJ Perenara on.
Okay, now last time the All Blacks did that, there was a real impact change. But that was because they were replacing Finley Christie.
Yep. Right. England attack. 10 metres out. Itoje. All day to Itoje. Now, England trying to set a drive. Currently not going anywhere, really, other than a little bit of crabbing sideways.
Off to Farrell. That wasn't the best pass. That would have really jolted the ankle with him having to reach over the shoulder, wouldn't it? I should mention a lot of Saracens now in this lineup.
He took a long time to play that ball, didn't he? Hardy Xavier had a crack at that, couldn't get it.
Now wide cut-out pass here.
England still on attack.
10 metres out. Short ball.
They haven't made any. They haven't really made any headway through the.
Watch him. Watch Johnny May here. He is open out on the wing. They just need to get it to him. Quick hands. Marcus Smith hangs on because Mark Talia is here.
Hardy Xavier straight in on the ball.
Little knock on. Scrum feed for the All Blacks. I would have thought that would be play on unless it was a double knock on there.
Advantage would have been a bonus there, Ref.
And also we're going to Kiwi living in Colorado from Chris there. And Go the AB says Azuro, who did say a little bit earlier on that they were watching from, one moment, I got to find it, watching from Samoa following the Aussie Samoa final league. Yeah, it was an interesting game, that one. I was a bit disappointed for Samoa because, you know, they had the crowd and also the people of Samoa in attendance.
The English.
That's the youngster, isn't it?
Yep. Second match.
What's his name? Ribbons, that's the one.
Yeah.
And Kiwi in Japan says, well, an advantage ref says golden kiss. Yeah, it wasn't a very long one if it was one.
Advantage. The unfortunate thing is that the referee has got his whistle that close to his mouth trying to blow it.
And at a holiday camp, and Waitariri, have I said that correctly? The Samoans here very excited about the league. Go Samoa, says Phil. And yeah, and also Invercargill lad in Los Angeles.
Scrum goes down.
We've had a lot more viewers from the USA recently.
Yes.
Which has been quite awesome. It's always someone who was from either New Zealand, Samoa,
Covering
Australia, and yeah, all parts of the USA covered. And let's go New Zealand from New Caledonia. There we go. That's another one ticked off. And also the English have forgotten how to play it all over the place, says Phil. It seems like at the moment that pressure from the All Blacks in the breakdown, normally that's what we see England doing best.
England just making little mistakes, little knock-ons. Every time they start to try and get a bit of a roll on, somebody knocks it on. But yeah, good D by the All Blacks to stopping that. So, right, All Black scrum, Perenara feeds. It's another solid scrum by the All Blacks. That'll be hurting England a bit because England normally, set pieces. That's where they get their pressure. So that's just not happening for them at the moment because they're not dominating the All Blacks. Not at scrum time, not at maul time.
Because it seems to be line-out time. They're winning the line-out, but then from there, they're not making the meters with that rolling maul.
They can't get any go forward. The All Blacks are really muscled up in defence around the rucks, around the buddy line-outs. And England, they're basically struggling to come up with what do we do when we can't go forward.
Because we haven't really seen too many chips in behind from England either, have we? In this game, really? Which is something Marcus Smith normally adds that flair. Okay, Willis on the field now. That is for Sam Simmons.
I told you, that's about it.
Inside ball, brilliant to Johnny May. Finds the offload to Tom Curry. This is the English that we know. Now only 5 meters out. Once again, I'm going to say it. Get it out wide to the left because you've got numbers. Billy Vunipola.
That's a huge
crack.
Like, who's that? Geordie Barrett.
Geordie Barrett. Luckily, we have one of the biggest All Blacks out there on the wing.
Now we're going to penalise him because he's been trapped in there by the English guy stepping over him. And now we're under another advantage.
A big run from Tom Curry. 10 meters out from the line. Good run from Willis, I think it was, who has actually just come onto the park now. Now a little ball in behind. Marcus Smith puts high. This is going to be an interesting one. Great take from Freddie Stewart almost. It just ended up knocking a little bit free. Like I mentioned, he's great under a high ball. He's got that height advantage.
And we're going to go back for another dumb. Well, it's not a dumb penalty. It's a soft penalty.
Box beat them bad, says David, for that Italy game. And Wellingtonian here says Imperial. I think I saw one earlier on as well. Someone watching from Munich, I think it was. A little bit earlier on.
Right. England kicking out in the corner.
And a Kiwi from China, 3 a.m.
Wow.
Moment there. That's commitment right there. Tai Samoa are still having a medal and a second in the world compared to other big countries. Anyway, so brave team like our All Black team, says Panania. Or Panina, I should say. Right.
So England has had 8 visits into the 22. And left with no points, basically.
Oh, Toje taken out in the... No, he's not taken out in the air. They've said that they were actually throwing him across the line out. So that is why the All Blacks ended up taking him down. Okay. This is an interesting one. So pretty much they've said that he's been thrown across the line out. And then that is why he has been pretty much... He's landed on the back of the ABs. You cannot throw the jumper across. The comment from the referee. Jamie George is furious. And the English crowd are not too happy. You guys been awake all night? I have been. I've been awake since about 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. yesterday. You had a bit of a nap, didn't you?
I've been asleep twice.
Been asleep twice. There you go. It's been a long night for myself. It's not too bad. I've still got energy. It's the main part.
Right. Relieving penalty for the All Blacks.
Thrown along Takiaho to Frizzell.
I was going to say, who took that? Frizzell. Who have they taken off in the...
I believe more than likely it's Scott Barrett by the looks of it. There's another penalty. Like Nisbet saying, it's going to be a world record for penalties in this game. And also we have got there...
That's got to be 26, 27.
Some basic execution, sadly. Although I guess when you are getting penalised for every little thing, it makes it very hard to not accidentally give away those penalties.
Some of the
Moanga, I thought he wasn't finding touch again there.
thought there was going to be 3 for Moanga.
Oh, that's not too bad. 25 penalties between the two sides. I think we have one in the July internationals that had 37 penalties.
We've still got
a bit of time to go, of course.
bit of time to go.
Knife from Wanganui and Scandinavia.
Wow, the second half's charging through though. 69 minutes gone. Wow.
Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't
Just
it?
seems to be going nowhere. There's another All Blacks drive. We've got a couple of Englishmen trying to pull the ruck back. Which...
Now he's got him in a headlock. So I might as well give it a crack.
Right.
Perenara across now to Geordie Barrett. Big contact there. I think that was Owen Farrell again, wasn't it?
Oh, I think Owen Farrell just might be a little bit slow getting up from that one.
Oh, no. He was strategic. He stayed out wide. I think that would have been Willis instead.
Oh, now he's got a tackle for Rizal, but he's bailed on that and let someone else get him.
Smart move. Now, Geordie Barrett.
Geordie Barrett's played well.
He's gone more into a fly half role here in the last little while.
Right.
You noticed that?
Here's an English guy trapped in the way, basically. I'll say it again.
Oh, the drop kick attempt for the ABs. It's gone over. And that's going to make it 25 points now to 6.
I think we probably would have rather kicked the ball out in the corner, to be perfectly honest. But
it sounds like both sides are making a lot of errors, but it does seem to be very...
He's pinned in there. He's got absolutely no chance of getting out. And it just becomes a penalty.
See, the fact that they haven't made either of their changes yet for Anton Leonard-Brown or Havili, my question is, what's the point of having them on the bench?
100%. 100%. We've got 10 minutes to go. The All Blacks are up by 19 points. The camera's gone a bit scratchy.
Now Smith goes straight through. Marcus Smith does that kind of run all the time for the Quins. The All Blacks trying to get the turnover. It's another advantage. Now this could be a yellow card because they might consider it relatively cynical for slowing it down from the ABs. Richie Moonga fighting with Fazza. It looks like those two, that's close to over the line, or at least the players over the line. The question is the ball two? They're going to go upstairs. Oh, well, better luck next time. And all the players in country, look up to Artie. He should be captain and leads by example. And oh, man, you like that in your own town? Says guest.
So the penalties for no clear release.
Okay. So if it's
they're talking, it's looking like yellow card country.
Yeah.
We had to have one in the game.
Shorty Barrett. No, that's Bowden at the front. Okay, Bowden Barrett, before they even check if this is a try, he gets the yellow card.
Yeah.
And now that just means more likely you're not going to see Leonard Brown or Havili.
No.
Because now they don't have a spare spot.
So we're going to have 2 reserves sitting on the bench. The Fozzie's got no intentions of using, basically, or no faith in using them.
Sounds like Peter Feta should have been on the bench because at least they would have given him 40 seconds. Am I right?
No, he was getting more than a minute.
Marco said, a minute and 2 seconds last game.
Yep. He might have got a minute and a half.
Also, where's
this will be interesting.
The All Black, where's the suit, my guy? It's England Tangi. Says Nate. Well, that's held up. That's still 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 up.
Balls up in the
that's
air.
Short.
That's actually back.
But I would say that's maybe on the line marginally. But the question is, was it an on-field try or not?
Hands under.
It's at this moment.
Look,
but the thing is,
I don't think there's clear evidence of it. Unless something here shows different. Hands under, ball still up, and that's getting pretty close to being back in the field of play. On the line there. Where can you say that's on the line?
Can we have Orza picture, please?
You could make a case for assuming that it could be on the line.
Was it on-field no try?
Certainly no clear evidence.
Because if it was on-field no try, this might be harder to give. But if it was on-field try, then they need clear, conclusive evidence that it didn't get down.
Well,
Are they blind, says Hammy?
I think he was that busy giving Beauden Barrett a yellow card.
You're talking about
What?
a penalty try here
Are you serious now?
for Beauden Barrett slowing it down, although
How could you say? Nah,
there had to be an act of foul
there's
play
no penalty try.
to
Sod
cause it.
off.
And yes, Peter Fitter going to get jokes from his cousins all day for that. Give England a chance. Yes, Skipper Gronk, and also Stephen Wonder can see it's held up. Says as a, and yeah, they're looking at something here. England crowd don't sound too happy. So you would think still up at this stage, still up, and then that's down. But the referee, did you hear Reynal there? And it's on the line, right? Was the comment from the French referee.
Well, this might show it a little bit better, maybe.
This angle was that first initial one, wasn't it?
Oh, okay.
Now on the ground, Reynolds pretty keen to give this as a try.
He is pretty keen to give it as a try.
The TMO, not so much. I'm happy with that Damo. Comment from Reynolds. The ball's on the line. He's going to give it as a try.
He's calling the ball on the line.
I think one of his assistants saying, mate, you need to look at this again.
We're going to look at this 15 times.
No, they're going to give it as a try.
He's going to give it as a try anyway. And Sam Whitelock's going, you're kidding, aren't you?
Watch the quick tap, says TJ, and it's awarded as a try. TJ misread the room, didn't he?
That's a big call.
Poor TJ.
Aye.
And,
The whole thing's a shambles. There you are. That's a comment from the commentators.
Hamish, your dad should do the splits in screen. You want him to do the splits?
Do the what?
Like, as in, like, you know, I mean, it would be an interesting one. I don't think you'd go down that low, would you?
No.
No, I don't think I could even.
Not even when I was a young fella.
I could only just touch my toes recently.
There needs to be a referee for the referees.
And also, what did we all think of the Black Ferns game? Says Lennon. That's close.
Conversions missed.
Marcus Smith misses away to the side, and the score now 25 points to 11. Now, I should mention the scoreboard says 25 minutes through, or 75 minutes through, sorry. We are actually only 72, though.
Yeah,
we've got a little bit more time.
We wasted a good 4 minutes trying to work out whether that was on the line or not. And to be fair, we still haven't seen it.
Although it wasn't as bad as the one we had the other day.
We're just looking from where the referee is. The referee
can't see that.
Is not in a position at any time to have seen whether that ball was on the line. Anyway, so Tutu's on. Was that?
So Tutu's on for Papa Lee, and Anton Leonard-Brown is also on the field now.
They will have subbed a winger. Talia's still there.
Talia is
That's
there.
Still like a Caleb Clark out the other wing. So
they might have taken Mwonga off. Is my guess. No, Rico's
gone to the wing. They've taken Clark off, I think.
Where's Mwonga, though? Is Mwonga still there? If he is, he's hiding. Now England with the ball. And currently, Marcus Smith on the outside now goes off to Freddie Stewart. He's back up to his feet. In fact, it was the replacement, number 22. Good attack and run from Johnny May, though. Uses that acceleration to his advantage. Now, nice play from England. Looking like they're going straight through. Beautiful offload from the big man. And only a second test as well. Now, Freddie Stewart shows off his class.
Mwanga's still on, so he got run over the top of there. But
slowed down Stewart.
Yeah.
It's like a pothole. Now, Wolby Youngs go short side. Stewart straight through. England get another. And now they are getting back into this contest, ladies and gentlemen. There is still time on the clock. Bowden's going to be missing for most of the rest of this one.
Yeah, no, Bodie's finished.
Also New
so Mwanga's gone back to fullback. Well, he's covering at fullback anyway in defence, put it that way.
So weird. We've got Geordie Barrett, who's a fullback.
Yep.
But they put Mwonga at fullback rather than Anton Leonard-Brown at inside centre, and Geordie goes back to fullback.
Yep.
Why? It's a weird scenario, isn't it? And also we gain.
So the All Blacks have looked really solid on defence. We make one substitution, swap people around all over the place, and then we create holes in our midfield.
That yellow card won't be helping either.
Right, this is a big kick.
Marcus Smith, he normally, I don't want to jinx
This is
him.
9 points into 7 points.
So he normally nails the pressure kicks.
And he looks like he's got it.
Got it straight over.
7-point ball game.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is close and change the score then, guys. We are not in control of the scoreboard. The scoreboard is completely online. So we just have to wait and eagerly hope that they actually update it as well. See that they put it back to 74 minutes, though, which is quite handy.
One change in the midfield.
Tuolangi fired up. He can't do too much.
Swap everybody around, and then all of a sudden,
and it's the card, says Prack as well. Yeah,
we've opened up holes in our defensive line. Right, All Blacks kick deep.
Long, nicely taken there. I believe that's actually one of the big men.
England will have some belief now.
They're only 7 points down, aren't they? Marcus Smith, ball off to Marco Vanapola. We've got a new member or an old member returning. It's Rio Gamer. Oh, there you go. You remember Rio?
Oh, penalty against the All Blacks.
Oh, Marcus Smith wanted to take it quickly, but he dropped it. South Africa and France, the biggest team in the union at the moment for the ABs to test themselves against.
Another penalty for a player being held in at the back of the ruck.
Mikey said WTF and add a little Kiwi to that sweet chariot on the Barbie. Says it was Mimini and also 18-25 and also well done England. Yeah, the scoreboard is still yet to update itself. Come on, do it. It's not going to do it. Must be a New Zealand scoreboard. Right. It'll do it soon, though. That's the good news. Now, England, another attacking line out. 25 or about 30 metres out. Back to Youngs. Now
England,
Smith.
off the top. Moanga flies up, doesn't make the tackle.
Another back line. Once again now, Freddie Stewart. He's been more involved in the second half.
Has been more involved.
Ben Youngs, nah, I don't agree with that. There's a kick in behind from Ben Youngs. I don't know why he did it. Because all this does is give the All Blacks a little bit more time to have the ball in hand, possibly get themselves a penalty. Because the referee, there we go, penalty to the All Blacks. And now they'll be able to kick it downfield. For a player who's got over 100 caps, Ben Young has just played like a young player.
What was he thinking?
I don't know. He got excited. He saw something that literally no one else did.
He was the only Englishman that had any clue that he was kicking that ball over.
And he didn't chase it himself. And how much time left? Currently 3 minutes left on the clock, which is why that makes so much more confusion.
Yeah.
Why he did it.
They've just been attacking through the midfield. And we'll do a little kick over the top. No. Right.
Weird. And he called his play in his own head. That's like when you're playing Rugby Challenge on Be a Pro mode and you know you got to get like 20 kicking meters. So you just kick it in behind for fun.
That's it.
But not in a game up against the All Blacks when you had a chance
Big throw.
to get back into it.
Big throw.
Straight to the hands of his Chiefs teammate, Retallick.
Retallick taken in the air a little bit, but Atojo over the back, making himself an absolute nuisance. But Big Brody's got him sorted. Referee was going to blow his whistle there.
He was going to do it again. Oh, no. No connection. We'll have to click retry on that one. This is not the time for the game to cut out, is it? With the last little while. Hopefully the live stream also doesn't cut out, ladies and gentlemen. But if we do, we will be back in a very short moment, I guess. Right, what we're going to do.
Resetting, hopefully.
Resetting. Got it back. That was weird.
We can only hope the All Blacks have still got the ball.
Something went wrong. One moment. I'll get it back up on this one. It'll be a smaller screen.
Wow.
But I might have to do. This is not the time for the game to cut out. There we go. We got it on the small screen.
Right, what's happening? England
on attack.
England on attack. Big time, big time.
Hello, everyone. We're back again. That was weird. Wow. That was the weirdest timing ever. But England may have just scored themselves a try of the ages.
Right. The referee's gone try. The player was still trying to get the ball down on the goal line. The referee's blown the try straight away, and now he's thought, oh, maybe I should have a look at it.
We're back again. Hello, everyone.
I think the best place this referee could stick his whistle is away. Because this is he's had a shocker. Now we're talking some sort of offside.
Okay, so they're trying to look at whether or not there's a penalty try on offer here, maybe. So Luke Cowan, Dickey drives hard.
I think I'll call that.
That's close enough, isn't it?
That's closer than the other one.
I think that's going to be a try to England. This is what I get for being a cheapskate and not buying KO, says Bragg. And then, I'm just glad that we're somehow back. That's awarded. England now with an easy kick. And tell you what, anyone who didn't see an English comeback coming.
So here's $1 million question.
Yeah, all right.
Should Bodie Barrett have taken the drop kick when the All Blacks could have kicked the ball into the corner?
This is a great question, that one is.
Should Fozzie resign as coach because his substitutions have been pathetic, to be fair?
Like they've said previously, no test tries and now a couple.
Yeah.
And the kick is successful. 25-all with 50 seconds left on the clock.
England racing back to halfway.
Now, the thing is, there is still a minute left on the clock, right?
Oh.
The referee has given away that many penalties in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if we see one here.
The All Blacks have to go deep here.
And how that happened, a draw, says Phil. Yeah, not the result the AB supporters were after.
They have to go deep.
Credit to England, they fought back. They didn't give up.
Oh, aye.
TJ's got a sore foot.
Oh, TJ's not looking good, actually.
Yeah, TJ looks like I want to say that's an Achilles first reaction. Or either the ankle or something along those lines. I think they're going to have to bring Smith back out. Although if they've still got bench players left, do they have to bring Havili on now?
Yeah. Yep.
A good one, Fozzie. Also, nice yellow cards. And then the ref messed the game up. And also got a game on our hands. And also these refs have let England tie the game. BS man says boom shakalaka and TJ rushing to the barbecue.
It's not over yet. The referee's got another play in this game. The All Blacks have gone short.
They try and retain. They haven't taken.
All Blacks got completely blocked out of that.
Now Ben Youngs. He'll kick it back into the pocket. England will take the draw. And they'll say thanks very much for coming. We are happy enough with 25-25. Wow. Controversial at its finest.
Unbelievable.
What an interesting fixture.
Unbelievable. Yep. That comment says it all.
And what is this ref? Says the Aldo. And also a ref will decide the winner, says Crusader New Zealand playing with 14 and playing with 16. Not Havili throwing a set pass again.
We have reserves that we're too scared to use. In a game where the momentum shifted to England. And we just let it carry on and carry on and carry on. There we are. They've just said in the commentary that it's dangerous hanging on to the ball when Matthew Rennell is the referee.
They'll get suspended now, won't they, for saying that?
What a crock.
And Bernardo says it was a Rio game and what a bunch of slime. And also how many send-offs. So we did see just the one? Just Bowden Barrett at the end of the game.
One yellow card, yep. So 28 penalties, one yellow card.
Now, this will be interesting. Beaver won't be too happy, will he? And well, at least we didn't lose, I guess, Andre. It's a positive way of looking at it. And also cheap, go for the win, says commentary talk.
Who dropped the ball in the second half? Yep.
And also we have got their good game. Oosh, England had to work hard. And also we have got their WTF, says Isaac. And so now we're awarding tries without grounding, says Spacebar. There are talking points in this game, but I mean, yes, the refereeing may not have been great, but I feel like there were still moments in that game that the All Blacks let slip anyway. Like you mentioned, the bench could have won them the game. They didn't make the changes that they should have. So at the end of the day, you still got to give credit to England for fighting back.
Oh, you do.
The way that they did.
England stayed in it. The All Blacks should have put them to bed at 22-6. Didn't start giving away silly penalties or start allowing the referee to give away silly penalties. I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. Mate, same shit, different day by the All Blacks. Play
Also-
really well at times and then really poor at others. And we have a reserve bench that we've got no faith in. If you're not going to use a reserve bench, you might as well not have them.
And not helping the AB's fans complaining about the ref after what us Box fans have been saying, says Sim Slayer. And then Ian Foster East Coast says sinful, and also we get their shocking results, says Wiser, and also what a game. And then if you're Fozzies, see from Marco. And also the GMO said no try, and the ref talked them into agreement. Yeah, that was an interesting one.
Yeah.
Where Raynell was certain that it was a try, even though he hadn't seen clear grounding, but
yeah,
he was happy. And I guess that's just one of those ones that, you know, some results go your way, some results don't. But
to be fair, the refereeing was poor for both sides. And it was something that came up in the pre-match stuff, and all the rest of it was the issue with the referee, who would actually benefit from it, or who would, you know, whether the All Blacks would be glad that it was him again, or but he's just proved what a lottery the refereeing in any game can be. You know, he didn't do England any favours. He didn't do the All Blacks any favours. It was just poor all around. He's just too keen to blow his whistle. You know, and we've seen it right at the end of the game when the pressure come on, the panic set in. He was blowing his whistle before the play had actually finished. You know, perfect advantage. Artie Savia steals the ball, flicks it to Talia. We blow, no advantage, blow the whistle. Just too keen to blow it. Panic set in. Like I
it's
said,
like when you get a new walkie-talkie for Christmas, isn't it? You're just straight on it.
Yeah, clearly, could have been a new whistle. And obviously, when we got to the second half, when the pressure come on, he obviously thought he hadn't blown it enough.
And disappointing for Brody on his undrift. More rocks under the beach towel. Pretty crappy ABs are remembering the Black Ferns Rugby World Cup. Now that was a game.
Black Ferns were awesome.
Tamanaku.
Can't take anything away from the Black Ferns. They were awesome.
And also we've got there Whistle Happy Bro. Goshness. What a bloody frustrating
We've got some
game.
highlights here. We can turn that shit off.
What a game. England took advantage of the yellow card. ABs still feel a bit disappointed.
I'm done with that.
I can't believe that the final, that's the final game for 2022.
Yep.
Probably not the only thing the ref is blowing.
That's going to be the defining moment of this year. With all the other performances and all the rest of it, this is going to be the defining one. And we're going to finish on a low note, basically.
It is what it is, isn't it?
Well, it is.
Hey, but at least we've got Ireland versus Australia coming up.
Do you know what the only good thing about it is?
That you're going to join me for it?
I lost money on backing England.
No, you would have got your money back for the draw.
To win, but I actually backed the draw.
Oh, nice.
Which paid more than I would have won anyway.
There you go, the positives.
Because I knew that there was probably shit going to happen in this game and nobody was going to go anywhere.
Got to look at the positives, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what we've found out here.
Record amount of penalties. Oh, just a record amount of whistle. Blow that whistle.
Are you joining me for Ireland, Australia?
I'm not sure. Is it too early to start drinking?
Maybe a little bit. And you get Jones in the job, and let's keep Foster as a coach for the Rugby World Cup. Says Tamanako, and also nice says Golden Guest. And all the people saying, don't be like the Seffers. Look what we did today. Says Rudy in there. Yeah, South Africa had a good one over the Italians. Although
who was the referee in that game?
Matthew Cardo, I think, or something along those lines. But even there was a moment in that game, Bongion Banambi scored a try. They went to the TMO, or they were about to, and Bongion Banambi said to the referee, make sure you referee both sides. So the ref was almost going to say, well, if you, we won't even look upstairs for this one. And we got excuses. We were talking about 2 inches. England still got to the line, says Dave Vickers. Yeah, and at the end of the day, New Zealand shouldn't have allowed England into that spot that they found themselves in. Like, there were moments in that game that, like you mentioned, the drop kick that New Zealand decided to take for the 3 points. They thought they had enough on the board, even though
they did.
You know, England were always going to fire back late, and they should have known that.
Yeah, great comeback by England. You can't take anything away from that. Great comeback, great fight, but we made it easy for them.
Those tries down the right-hand side were just a bit too simple.
We made it easy for them. You rearrange your back line so that you can bring one player on when our defence had been rock solid and really strong.
Mm.
And then all of a sudden, we open up like the heavens.
Yeah. Caleb Clark goes off.
Basically, well,
Rico's not sure where he's supposed to be.
Rico goes to the wing. We have a new centre in. All of a sudden, we've got holes,
Mm.
and huge holes. Basically, it's as if nobody knew who they were supposed to be tackling, and it just opened up. You know, England both tries went over 60 odd metres in a short period of time. So we need to look at our reserves bench, and we need to look at our combination of what we're doing, because clearly swapping players around all over the place doesn't work.
No.
In big games where defence is key. And once you open up and the other team get going forward, you're going backwards, you're on the back tit. You're always up for a referee's advantage because you're coming back with attacking players. So, and you end up like a situation where Bowden Barrett makes a tackle, no clear release, hangs on a little bit long just to try and slow it down so that people can get back, and you get a yellow card.
Time for a Kit Kat. That sounds all right. I don't mind a Kit Kat. We don't have any Kit Kats, do we?
No.
It's a shame.
You haven't ordered any.
No. Should do that.
But no, disappointing end to the season. Well done to England. Well done for the All Blacks in the first half.
I jinxed it. They were going all right till I showed up.
Oh, wow. They were going all right until the bloody reserve showed up. But, you know, the strength of All Black Rugby has been the bench. And we're just not using our bench well at the moment. We're not picking our bench well. You know, the bench is supposed to be the players that come on and impact the game. At the moment, our bench are the players that come on just to say that they've had a game, and the impact is lost. You know, England's reserves come on, they impacted the game.
Yeah.
Our reserves come on, and that's not saying there's anything wrong with our reserves. It just seems to be the combination and the timing. We wait until the momentum's shifted and the momentum's gone. Then we bring our reserves on when it's too late to actually change anything or to get that momentum back. And top-level rugby is about having momentum. I've played in games myself where, you know, the first half you play like All Blacks when the momentum and everything's going right for you and all the rest of it. The second half, the other team get the momentum, and then it doesn't matter what you do. It's very, very hard to get that momentum back. So you've either got to play the complete 80 minutes and not give the opposition any momentum, or somewhere along the line, you have to be able to change something, whether it's an impact player or whether it's a buddy, you know, a couple of crucial moments. We had a couple of crucial turnovers and all the rest of it in the game that kept us in the game longer than what we probably should have been, basically. So, yeah, we need to look seriously at what we're doing with our reserves. And that comes down to the coaching side of it, I'm afraid.
Go on, Fozzie.
Well, you know, this was going to be probably the game that determined where Scott Robinson ends up coaching. It's ended up with a draw.
Well, funny enough, he was an opportunity for both sides, wasn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. The loser of this game was probably going to end up with Scott Robinson as coach. There you go. Now, that's still up in the air, I guess. Robinson's going to have to pick a side, I guess. But, yep.
Yeah, nonetheless, I guess we are almost at the end of this live stream. Or hopefully, even though you had to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, you had some sort of fun throughout the live stream. And we might see him for the Ireland versus Australia. We will be starting that live stream in 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. So be sure
15.
Stick around for that one as well. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. A huge thank you once again for 20,000 subscribers. A bit of a big number, isn't it?
Like I said earlier, we thought you were struggling to get to 1,000.
Yeah, well, so did I.
So, yep, certainly, all the people that have followed, all the people from around the world. Awesome, actually. It's, absolutely surprising and amazing how many different countries around the world tune in. Incredible. Oh, discombobulator. Oh, yeah.
Discombobulator. That's a fun word, Shane.
That's a big word.
Mm.
Hey, try and spell that one when you're drunk. Even try and say it when you're drunk.
Mm.
Right.
I thank you all very much for everything, and it's better than losing, but still disappointing.
Yep.
A win is a win and a loss is a loss. So how is a draw a loss? If so, a loss for who? Which team? I think
England will be the winners in this.
Which is why they would have kicked it out.
Because they were down and out. Yep. They come back, they salvaged the draw out of the game. They didn't want to lose it by giving away a penalty or anything silly like that. They're in the wrong half of the field. Whether they'd kicked it out if they're in the other end of the field, probably not. I wouldn't think. But certainly, yeah. The All Blacks will feel like that was another one that got away. Or they should, anyway, put it that way. I'd be disappointed if they didn't. And England will feel like we've snatched a draw out of a defeat.
Snatched a lot of money out of a few TAB punters.
Oh, yeah, I would imagine so. Yep. Yep.
I loved it. Cheers, bro, says Patrick. We've had a full circle with Patrick. Yeah. Patrick started off not liking us. He stuck around for the half, and now he's friendly, which is good. We like to wear you down.
Well done, Patrick.
We shall see you next time. Nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back in about 14 minutes' time for Ireland versus Australia. And yeah, we'll see you all for the next one.